Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the SkyFarer's Conflict Tournament Series, Tournament number 2. Welcome, everybody. I hope you guys are having a great Wednesday evening, and I appreciate you all for spending time with me here tonight. We have a pretty decent stacked tournament coming for you guys tonight. We have 20 competitors, a few DQs, but such is life. That always happens. But that's fine. The bracket is with Command Bracket. Things will be started there shortly. Before I get things started, I want to give a shout out to our sponsor tonight, G Fuel. You know G Fuel as the official drink of esports, and right now they're inviting you to take a trip down flavor memory lane with their new G Fuel bubblegum. It's their newest mind-blowing concoction made with zero sugar, packed with antioxidants and vitamins. Be transported back in time with this classic taste of childhood while getting the energy you focus and come to expect from G Fuel products. Check the sponsor quest via the Matcherino on our event page for more info on how to get your hands on G Fuel's nostalgic take on a time-tasted favorite. So, with that being said, I want to let you guys know we have two special commentators for me tonight, bringing you guys some good things, some good joy tonight. It will be swell, as long as Mr. Magoo himself, also known as Lancelot. Say hello to everybody for me, guys.
Hey everybody,
Hello.
This is Swell here alongside Lance at SkyFarer's Conflict Tournament Series. How are you doing this evening, Lance?
Well, I'd say I've been doing, I was doing pretty good. I would say I'm going to enjoy probably tonight. We're going to be in for some good matches. I expect a good time.
Absolutely. Eager to see how things go down. And
Oh, of course.
actually, Octavius, is CAG allowed? Cagliostro?
Yes, Cagliostro is legal. I hope to see some CAGs tonight.
Wonderful.
I've been having a blast playing this character. She's so much fun.
Yeah, he's a really cool character. Has a lot of unique options that aren't present with some of the other characters in the game, like those stationary mehen or the traps that she can set. And plus, she's got that teleport, which is similar to Bub's, but not entirely like that. So it'll be interesting to see some possible CAG gameplay. But of course, since there is quite the prize pool for this event, it might be that we see people sticking to their tried and true until they get a little bit more CAG time under their belt. There is, if I recall correctly, a $500 prize pool available at the end of this tournament series.
Correct. At the end of the tournament series, which is based off of the points that you gather by whatever placement that you get in the 6 bi-weekly tournaments, those top 8 competitors will compete on December 30th for their chance at the $500 prize pool. And I am always accepting donations to go towards that prize pool as well. But don't forget about what the Matcherino that is for tonight's tournament, because each tournament will have its own separate Matcherino. So, with that being said, each winner will pretty much get that prize pool for the Matcherino unless we can get over $100.
All right, sounds exciting. I can't. Hopefully, we get some more money in that Matcherino. Feel free to donate. I think we have a command for it in the chat. Let me see if this is the one here. There we go. Got that coupon code in there. Feel free to drop that in there while you're waiting for the matches to start. And I think we might even have our first batch of players lined up here, unless there's any other business you wanted to talk through, Octavius?
No, I am good to go. I'm actually excited to get things started tonight. This is the second series of tournaments. The champion from the first tournament is back in here today, Teiga. So let's see if he can hold on to his title tonight.
Brutal Democracy Teiga. That's a strong player there. Expect to see some stuff out of him. A couple of other very strong players here. And anybody that you peeped in the bracket that you're excited to see in particular, Lance?
I know that one of them, was it Necotech, recently got sponsored, so I'm curious to see what he brings to the table. Or I should say they, because I'm not 100% certain.
Yeah, all right. Hey, thumbs up for going with the uncertain non-specific option there. Fantastic. Professor Necotech, let's see what they have to bring to the plate. Just got sponsored. Always exciting to hear. I think that they are set up to be one of our stream matches. Not sure if it's going to be going down as our first stream match, but we will see who that's going to be here in a moment. Just waiting for things to get lined up here, and we should be underway momentarily. Do you know who Professor Necotech plays by chance, or just know that they got sponsored?
For what I remember correctly, I believe they play Catalina. I'm not sure if they play a wider variety of characters. I was recently watching them, and they seem to mostly be playing Catalina. You know, mostly a fairly strong character. She still has like her defined pokes like Far H, and in my opinion, probably her now quintessential poke Far M, just as the this is neutral, you must deal with this button. Enjoy.
Yeah, she definitely did get toned down with a couple of things, but like a lot of characters did as well, and I don't think she got toned down too heavily compared to a lot of the other characters. Definitely got brought in line with that most recent patch, but she still can do work.
I will say though, I think the biggest nerf that I think she actually was nerfed one of the hardest in this patch, believe it or not, mostly because her core poke from the old patch was 2M, and 2M did not have a jutting hurt box out that was fixed. So now it is much more easily for you to whiff punish and much easier for you to set up set up like your buttons to out prioritize her. So Far M is now just one of her best pokes options, with 2M basically being reasonably nerfed.
Yeah, 2M taking a bit of a side seat in usefulness with that extended hurt box. Matera, my character, suffered a little bit of that in not the Season 2 patch, but a previous patch. The hurt box on her 5L got extended if you hit it with lows, so you can swat that thing from very far away, and Metara can't just try to Abare out of situations with 5L and just try to take control of the situation as much.
It was a very powerful move, just because of the disjointed nature made it so some character matchups were incredibly skewed in her favor. For instance, Sora's during the old patch had basically to micro walk slightly backwards for his punch to actually reel his hurt box back enough for him to actually punish it. Otherwise, he literally could do nothing. It was actually awful. Never ever make me come back to that time.
That sounds pretty awful. And yeah, we never can go back to that time because patches move forward, they don't go backwards. So this is the new world we're living in.
Well, that's not always true. We have Street Fighter V's trial modes if you ever do want to go back to a time.
True. That's true. I mean, you do you. I suppose Street Fighter 4 got the edition select option as well. I don't know if we're going to see something like that in Grand Blue, but who knows. For now, though.
Unlikely. You're right about that. It's very unlikely we could go back in patches, but it's worth at least mentioning that there is the slightest possibility for that to happen.
Yes, indeedo. And not sure if there is a... We got both... are we waiting on one of the players to join Octavius, or are we just holding out for time still?
Is Lance in here yet?
Oh, we're waiting for Lance to get into the lobby.
Yeah, right now I forgot to update the model, so if anything else, I'll just probably watch the stream and try to commentate as much as I could.
Actually, I can help you with just update with your game. I'll commentate with Swell.
Don't worry, it's already in the process of it. It should be done in like half an hour.
That's
not
fine.
Half an hour. 10 minutes, actually 12 minutes. So yeah, it's actually gonna be done fairly quickly. But in the meantime,
technology, folks.
Yeah, I can commentate with Swell, so that's no big deal. We can go ahead and get things started. Let me let the two players know that they can go ahead and get things started here.
Yeah. If anything else, I could probably just add comments about what I think specific matchups or like character matchups specifically. Maybe add that.
Yeah, well, we'll see how things go.
Yeah,
all right.
We'll
Looks like we're gonna get Ultima Leo versus Sakura player. Sakura player. Oh, it's not the Smash GG tag, but I definitely seen that player before.
That is, yeah. All right, let's get things started.
Let's get down into it. We've got a Zeta mirror.
A mirror, okay.
Zeta mirror out the gate.
Out the gates.
All right, so Zeta got a couple changes. Her pogo pressure got toned down a little bit. It's she still got some stuff she can do out of her pogo pressure, but it's not quite as oppressive as it used to be. Okay, yeah, Sakura player is the name on the Smash GG. My bad. My deepest apologies, Sakura player. So we've got Sakura player with the cool blue skin, and we've got Ultima Leo with the maroon skin.
Yes, that is the skin to my heart, the skin I use.
You gotta love it. All right, see what that's how to do.
When you see your skin, you just gotta be filled with joy right there.
Always.
All right, using that 2-2 or 6-6H, using that EX Spear Thrust.
Oh, they both had the same idea.
Yeah, and EX Spear Thrust was removed from being on the Grounded Spear option as well, so that gives her a little bit more flexibility with how she can play out her matchups. That was one of the Season 2 tweaks for her. Nice controlling this here, getting out of the corner, pressing towards the mid-screen, fishing with that Far H. Oh, nice, gets the dive spear. Just takes a knockdown out of it though. Not able to get too much else. Pushes into the corner. Sakura player's got the pressure here. Checking with those 2Ls. Ooh, Ultima Leo gets out with their own 2L. All right, just poking with 2 Ms each. Catch the laser.
Oh, she didn't believe in the 6-6. She did not believe. Nice jump in here. Coming in.
I think
nice.
one thing that's... Oh, sorry.
Ooh. Oh, we're just going.
Blocked it. Wasn't sure if that was a proper safe jump. Oh no, could have gone an SSBA there, and that would have been it.
That definitely would have been it. Then gets killed by the 2M. My goodness. Sakura player takes round number 1.
1-2 Sakura player. All right, checks with that 2M there at the round start. Ooh, gets that falling neutral jump button. Okay, okay.
All right, okay. Plus phrase. Wall bounce. There we go.
Give us some corner juggles. Let's go.
Yeah, Zeta work here. This is what we like to see. Look at the damage.
Nice.
Oh, the
there's
empty
pogo.
jump.
That was so sick. I got hit. I got hit.
Oh my. Yeah. Everyone got hit there.
You see, this is when you know, guys, that the empty jump low is always a viable mix-up option.
Oh, it's very strong right there. I thought that pogo was going to hit too, but the pogo whiffed. Ah. Oh, just spear thrust straight down. Interesting. Okay. Okay, just, you know, at this point too, after the perfect in the last round, you can
but you
do
always
that.
misjudge the distance that actually hit you.
Yeah, and like since the previous round ended in a perfect and you're sitting up a game, you can afford to play a little bit of a mind game situation out the gate and try to like poke at your opponent's mental state a little bit, even if you're not poking at their neutral. So perhaps that was Sakura player doing a little bit of that. Checking with the laser there, runs on in with the 2L. Uses the B laser there, holds it down for a second. Oh, went into the counter stance. It looked like. Oh no, that was the spear charge. Not the counter stance there. Okay, had to look at the skill cards to keep what was going on. All right, Ultima Leo's got, or Ultima Leo. Oh, had the pressure, gets pushed off with the EX Spear of Arves. Oh, gets the counter hit overhead, launches into the corner. We got the juggle. Gonna get into the SSBA. Yes, we are. That should close out the round. Hit nice and clean. Oh, what? That didn't close out the round? Still had health left? I'm shocked.
Yeah, that scales pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie.
Wow.
The SSBA scales pretty bad.
Shocked.
Yeah, it scales really bad. So I mean, I've just gotten used to it.
It's okay. Because 2M closing it out. Guys, when in doubt, just 2M.
Yeah, no, it's a good button on it. Runs on up. Is the throw. Setup gonna be another throw. Think we're gonna go for 3? Oh, I guess the button at that time didn't go for 3. Gets the crouch normal into the 0S, pushes out of the corner. Ultima Leo's trying to get some sort of momentum going here. Hasn't won a round yet, even though had a round in their hands previously. Ooh, nice. Gets the double 2L into the 5L. Very important confirm for Zeta. Juggle into the corner.
Nice confirm.
Oh, was this going to be the SSBA that doesn't scale hard enough to kill? Nope, that time it does. Got it. All right, Ultima Leo getting on the board. Has a round on the board, rather. Let's see if they can take the whole game here.
We know we got commentary curse where at the round you tell him that he does not have a round. He immediately gets the round back.
I'm just
you know
trying
you
to
got
get power
commentary
up.
first.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a negative reinforcement, but trying to get the win. I mean it in a good way. Negative reinforcement's not generally a good thing. Don't listen to me. All right, checking with those close buttons there. Uses the EX counter stance. It runs back in, checks with 2L. Ooh, gets the counter hit overhead. Sakura player about to do some work here. Oh, drops the combo.
I think one thing that I'm noticing in this set specifically is what Sakura player, and I think what I like about Sakura player is just the usage of Zeta's safe jump options and constantly just doing empty jumps. Because Leo player clearly knows this matchup in that he's not randomly trying to do the reversal, knowing that that Sakura player can just do a safe jump, react to the reversal, and keep going for the throw. So he's just doing these constant staggered safe jumps, forcing Leo to like be antsy on the defensive end, and I think that's such a smart play. And as I say that, Leo literally gets the SSB.
Yeah, Leo gets the SBA there, able to get the game, and now we are at 1-1. We got a 1-1 match in our first game, which is a mirror match as well. Bodes well for the rest of the tournament, I think. Hopefully
Of a very uncommon character, I might add.
Yeah, it kind of is, huh?
Zeta's just not that popular, man. You just gotta. It's such a weird thing, but I just feel like when you have Belial on the tear and you have Lancelot and you have Gran, it's like, man, these character options.
Well, Zeta's got a lot of flexibility compared to a lot of other characters with how she can maneuver her Sphere of Arvest, just like we saw there, which also makes it a little more difficult to play her because you can't just do the special and trust that to do the work for you. You then got to make a secondary choice about which direction you're going to aim that sphere, which a lot of characters don't really have to worry about. And Sakura Flare evens up the score there, 1 round apiece, taking it to round 3. In game 3, let's go, gets a throw out the gate. A second throw. Hat-trick.
I feel like this mirror matchup would be very awkward to just deal with because Zeta has so many awkward angles and just situations for her to 2H and for her to chase herself down. It's very weirdly honest in a lot of cases because she can check herself so easily, whether it be through the usage of her parry or her safe jumps or the fact that her spear special lets her travel across the screen setting up the situations.
Yeah, she's got a lot of unique options in how to deal with situations, and is even though the laser is sort of a lot of her stuff feels like it's very direct in application, you've got to play her a little more subtly than you have to play some other characters. That being said, closes out the round with a throw. Sakura player takes the game and takes our first match on the stream.
I really enjoyed that last bit, like that last throw that Sakura player inputted. They knew that they would be able to just walk into the range of Ultimate Leo because of the directional input that the spear gave them. So they were able to just kind of go into range for a throw, knowing that Ultimate Leo wouldn't be positive on what to do. And because of this, you notice this specifically when Leo was moving slowly forward and then just down back, wanting to think if they wanted to contemplate a situation. So Sakura player just immediately sees that offensive initiative to just close out the round. And I think that's such a very clean demonstration of like small decision making that really matter. It's just knowing the tides of the momentum and when you know your opponent just staggered and scared.
Yeah, being able to detect when your opponents feel and when your opponent is either shaken or taking a moment to try to collect their thoughts or any kind of pause in the momentum, being able to detect that and capitalize on that, very heads-up play. And a lot of times players who... Yes, I'm stumbling over my words here because I'm trying to say players who are very mindful in their approach to the game, and because having a flowchart is good as a player, but when I say that, I don't mean just brain dead defaulting to your flowchart every time, but understanding that there's a tree of options for a given situation that you want to be aware of. And players who need more time to check in with their flowchart of options oftentimes can give up critical moments where other players can capitalize on your hesitation. That was a little bit of a roundabout way to get there, but I think I'm saying that correctly.
I think also one thing that should be worth mentioning is just there's some characters that give you that immediate sense of offensive momentum in this game, where some characters you might not necessarily have to think about that. I feel Zeta is one of those characters that can really easily capitalize off of offensive momentum just because of the safe jumps, because of the fuzzies that she has access to, because of her surprisingly really strong stagger pressure that we just saw from Sakura player and Ultimate Leo even, just going for slight micro walks, going for the close mediums, creating small situations and just making people stutter. And we can see that, I think we can see that a lot with some characters like Belial or Lancelot or even Grant to an extent, just because they have the plus frame crouching M's or they have the Rekka series.
Yeah, those plus frame M's blow me up a lot. Trust me, I 100% feel that. All right,
you just see this, you see it, and you're just that's a low. Why is it plus? Please let me breathe.
I just want to take my turn. This is so much to ask for.
No, how dare you ask for your turn back against Belial of all characters?
I mean, honestly, Belial, more than his 2M, his 5H is what's got me shook half the time.
That is an incredible stagger tool. Just because 5H has the second hit and that he can cancel the first hit means you are always stuck in this awkward guessing game of is he going to cancel his second hit or is he going to cancel the first hit? And even then, it's so weird to create this. And then on top of that, he has that command grab. So he has these really weird and very structured stagger pressure where he just does crouch M, making sure you don't move and stick around, and then bam, random command grab, and then he hits you, gets gets a situation again, and then puts you into another messed up situation, and just keeps forcing that offensive pressure. And I think
His
that's
command grab's
like
pretty slow though, I think, right?
it's slow, but you're looking, but it's kind of like the Street Fighter 5 Vega player will do. Yes, you
Gotcha.
can check his dash. Yes, you can check his dash, but you have to cut off everything else happening to you for you to notice it at all.
Gotcha.
And on top, and then there's also, you know, Blyle's parry, which may not be necessarily great against a lot of situations, but just the fact that he has it just to, in case you attempt to bar out, is just like, idiot, you pressed a button.
All right, I think we got our next player coming in here, assuming that Luane Food Review is is who I think it is. I think we should have our next match here, which is going to be Zintai versus Mixup. I believe I've seen Mixup play in this before, play in Grand Blue before. I cannot recall who Mixup plays. Zintai's got that Belial avatar, so I'm going to maybe guess that's who we're going to see there, but let's see. Both players with a very polite GLHF. Let's get down to it.
I mean, what else would you say to a person? I hope you lose, you scumbag.
I mean, I'm usually just kind of quiet if I'm playing local sets. I just give like a polite fist bump and, you know, FGC nod, like, all right, let's have a good one.
This
all
is
right,
understandable.
Cagliostro versus Luane. So it's going to be a little bit interesting here. I'm not entirely sure how the Mehen placement, that's the traps that Cagliostro can place. I'm not entirely sure how those interface with, or interact rather, with the boys and the summons that Luane has. So it'll be interesting to see how that pans out.
So here's the best way you can tell if Luane has a bad matchup. Are you a zoner of any kind of description? Awesome. You immediately are favored.
Well, the thing is here, well, I'm interested to see if the 5U is used a lot, or if this is going to be right into the trap placement. Oh, uses the teleport in the air.
Trap is just incredibly powerful for against Luane, because Luane, as much as he has very finicky, awkward options to get around them. Even if he's, you know, even if you are able to like move past the traps.
All right, so I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the options that Cagliostro has here. That U that she was using in the air, that rock toss, that is her unique action. If she uses it on the ground or in the air, she summons up a little boulder, and she can get multiple charges of that. And she can chuck it from the air or the ground. And it's kind of interesting because it's a projectile. It doesn't have a skill card like every other projectile in the game. However, none of that seems to matter as HPA takes the round.
Yeah, this is kind of the thing that like Luane is good at. It's like, he gets you to the corner. We actually get like rough nicks. That's actually quite hard to deal with and to do it on reaction. And he's just so good at setting that up specifically in the corner just because of the plus frames for missiles.
Blocks the overhead, gets caught with the counter special. Could have done the spot dodge on reaction to the counter, but that's a little bit, if you're not totally ready for it, it's a little bit of a heads up play to try to call it out. Alright. Oh, there's a 5U. So the 5U as well, that can get multiple charges on it, and you can get multiple hits, actually, which is kind of cool about it, if you can get all 5 charges of it up. But once more, though, to no avail. Zintai goes down, Mix-Up takes game 1. Alright, see if there will be any adjustment here from Zintai. Or Zintai, not 100% sure. I'll say Z from Zin. There we go.
I do want to say that the name is a very appropriate mix-up. The man did get schmixed.
Very true, very true. I think we just saw a character change from Zin, so perhaps going off of Cagliostro, perhaps a little too fresh to try to deal with things. And so the trap placement too.
Cag is...
Oh, go ahead. No, please.
I was going to say, well, Cag is also one of those characters where if you don't immediately get started on just the situation, you just kind of get run over very quickly. Her defensive options are limited with a extremely slow teleport that, while yes, invincible, is easy to set up delayed me's to be safe. And she doesn't really have like a great way to run train unless she gets the hit already. So she has to constantly like play with the trap placements and force like mistakes from happening to the opponent with 623 series and her far M's and her far H's, which are very strong like contestable tools.
Well, now we got Belial though, so this is a whole different game here. Let's see how Zin's Belial does. Currently getting.
Yo, did you see my 236H? I'm so nice at this game, guys.
Currently getting stuffed in the corner though. Oh no! Tries to use EXCP to get out of the pressure. It's not quite work out. It's the JU. Awesome sauce on the other side though, not able to follow it up. Ooh, Catalina rockets are gonna hold down for the HPA. No, Catalina rockets just clip in the air. KO.
Oh my lord.
Mix-Up sitting on 1 game.
Yeah.
All All right. So now one game, one round. Mix up just needs one more to close it out.
Man, there's so many small things that just like happen to Zintai in an unfortunate situation.
I feel like it's exposing itself to risk a little bit there. A lot of times it's how can I just keep myself out of a potentially bad situation, and as opposed to trying to enforce your own options all the time and finding the balance between them. Currently, though, this awesome sauce from Lil is holding it down. That was spaced nicely. Oh, Lau gets grabbed here, gets knocked down. Back tech from Mix-Up. Mix-Up's got some space, though, as well as the life lead. Ooh, the laser sets up the confirm, and Mix-Up's going to be able to convert this. Oh, just does the, wow, a very delayed overhead. Protected by Tommy from the top rope. Mix-Up takes that over Zin.
I think one thing that really should be mentioned specifically about why backteching is good in this game specifically is that backteching oftentimes resets to the neutral position, and you don't really have that option in the corner. So I feel like one like really common thing you'll see, and why like people like always strive to be in the corner just to force those staggers, is because the backtech always puts you at just like this neutral position. You can never like overextend. You can never force your advantage. You always have to just return back to the space you were originally playing at, which is I think why like everyone in this game wants the corner. Everyone is going to the corner. Everyone wants to do their thing. Everyone wants to be dumb.
Oh, yeah.
And be like, I have that 50-50 I can set up, or I can do the overhead.
I don't know if I'd call it dumb. It's pretty strong.
I know, but that's why it's strong. You can say something is dumb and be, man, this is dumb, and also acknowledge the strength behind it.
Mm-hmm. All right, we got both players in the room, just waiting for this to go down here. I think it looks like we're going to have Professor Necotech going up against Medic. And yeah, I checked the info on the Smash GG and the Twitter. Professor Necotech, she did recently get sponsored, so I'm very excited for her. And then Medic pulling up here as well. We will see what they have to offer.
Is it her? Is it her?
Yeah.
I'm
yeah,
actually
like I said, I checked.
Okay, good. I didn't want to make. I felt like I misremembered that,
yeah,
so I just wanted to make sure.
Take it from me. At this point right now, best thing to do is just move it on.
Fair enough.
Cool. So yeah,
understandable.
Interested to see what she has to offer here, and let's see what Medic can do back against it. And yeah, you were right. She's playing Catalina. Medic's gone Lancelot. Ah, that beta matchup. All right.
The beta matchup.
I'm just saying, I played these characters a lot in beta, so that's why it comes to mind.
I thought you were, for some reason, my mind was saying like the betas, as in like the alpha and the gamma, and like I was like, oh no, that's a very odd thing.
No. Just talking about the beta experience and back when.
Yeah.
All right, we got Catalina. Is it the Vern Sword? No, it's not the Vern Sword. Whew, we're all spared. Okay, back at it.
The Vern Sword.
Changing some plasma out the gate here. Checking with 2M. Check another fireball. So Lancelot, very strong, somehow came out of this patch, which brought everybody else down even stronger. Catalina here, gonna have to do a little bit of work to deal with it, but of course, has the tools to do so. Ooh, Thrust gets checked with the normal afterwards. Professor Necotech gets 2M into the fireball. That corner pressure here, gets hit by the wall dive. That Lancelot wall dive. Makes me so mad every time I see it, but good for him. People should have nice things like wall dives.
Yep.
Right, fireballs out.
I 100% agree.
Ooh, sweep catches the thrust there. Delayed Rekka just into the low afterwards. Fireball once more, jumps on in, gets hit by the high. Spot dodge afterwards, risky spot dodge, but worked out. However, Necotech's playing very on the back foot here. Gets hit by the 2A, but then Medic's not able to convert that from the anti-air. Ooh, Necotech goes down. Okay. Back at it into the match here. Top the sweep. Rekka's going off there. Pressing in still. Hits the overhead, not counter hit overhead, so Necotech can't take too much off of that. Lancelot, EX Fireball, buys the block stun. Ooh, gets the 2L, able to get into an auto combo into Thrust. Caught by the sweep once more.
Setting up the quintessential Lance mix with his quintessential staggers.
So good. In the JP Arc Revo event, apparently there was the player who got first place was checking Lance Rekkas by doing micro walks in between the reps of it to adjust the frame advantage that he would normally get. Very specific technique and seems a little awkward to try to pull off raw, so I don't quite expect to see that here, but I wouldn't be surprised to see US players try to adopt that technique. Ooh,
I feel like that's something we already kind of see when we look at like some players. Like I've noticed Fame does this quite often with Vasaraga, but I feel like it's one of those things where like you have to know it with Vasaraga because any bit of advantage you get with that character is so meaningful, and then he can just start that train, and then it's just like, well, you die, I guess.
Yeah. Well, with the JPR Revo event and Professor Necotech takes a round there, able to stay alive. Professor Necotech here, very defensive player, seems like. Very willing to let you try to make the offense happen. Oh, maybe I'm wrong.
And as you
here.
say that, DP's out just to make sure to check.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that jump H. Actually, wait, no, is that jump M? I forget.
Not sure. I'm trying to keep up with the match here. I'm not sure which instance and iteration you're talking about there. We get hit with the overhead,
Fair enough,
but not a counter hit overhead. Second overhead. EX Fireball buys a lot of blocks then. Oh, nice job. Checks the overhead with 5L. Or 2L, because that was close. Or, sorry, close L. Blocks the EX Turbulence. Oh no, the EXDP to try to... bad read on that EXDP, and Necotech goes down from the SSVA. Unfortunate. Still in the game, though. That's just game one for Professor Necotech. Down a game, but not out just yet. Sponsored by Team GSS. Do we know what Team GSS stands for? I wonder.
I don't know.
Let me try to see if I can find that. I'll do some hunting here after the match, though. For now, I gotta watch this Rekka pressure and hold it. Oh, hit by the low after the JU. Blocks the EX Fireball. Ooh, jump in normals afterwards. Stuffs. EX thrust.
I think one thing we should really talk about in terms of like Lancelot is like a character like him with like incredible pressure would theoretically not have incredibly strong normals, but like Lance is able to really easily contend with the options that Catalina can provide just because that EX Fireball allows him to set up his situation so quickly and then gets out with the throw. Nice. Oh.
Round two. Blocks the thrust. Fireball. Has to hold this Rekka pressure in the mid-screen here. Unfortunate. Oh, EX Fireball used, but no block stun out of it. Just gotta hold that cooldown now. Professor Necotech on the back foot. This has very much felt like Medic has been pressing in and Professor Necotech has been having to deal with it. Yeah. Oh, that's such a mind break there when you just down back in your opponent's face and you force them to react. And then once they do react, they get stuffed. The jump on that, because you know that Lance was just waiting for the anti-air 2H there.
I mean, wouldn't you?
Oh, absolutely, 100%. I just mean if you are going to approach after you've been doing the stare down, you can't do the thing that they can guaranteed hit you if they're ready for it.
That's true.
Holding that EX Fireball, press into the corner once more. Professor Necotech hanging at death's door here. Oh, and gets clipped out by the normal, and that game goes to Medic. Medic advances 2-0. Professor Necotech not out of it yet completely. Still in the lower half of the bracket. Good luck to her in the rest of the bracket. Well, for now, Medic advances.
Yep.
All right. And looks like we are getting our next batch of players hopping on in here. All right. See who we have coming up next here on the stream. I like that match there too, just because you can see the absolute like fundamentals gameplay of Catalina versus Lancelot, who I feel doesn't, I don't want to say breaks rules of the game, but has a lot of options that other characters just do not have in any capacity.
Like as I was talking about before, like the one thing that Lance has just definitively is he has that great get-in option with EX Fireball, which I would remind everyone, it did travel further and was more travel further in previous patches, so it's a slightly more toned down, not by much, but just having that option of just like a giant wall approaching you to set up that Rekka pressure and staggers is just so meaningful in a lot of ways, and I feel like that's something always to keep in mind about when you think about that.
Yeah, it's the EX Fireball that he has is just very strong. Like the slow startup, like you see it at first and you're like, oh, you can't use it as a like a reactive EX Fireball, and it's like, nah, that's okay. Slow Fireballs are good too. As we saw in that matchup there. Has a lot of pressure to hold, and plus, of course, he's got that wall dive as well, which, gotta love a character where you put them in the corner and they gain more options and more offense. Alas. Oh, Godslayer Syndicate. Thank you for the shout out. That's what the Team GSS stands for. Okay.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, that is from Octavius. Shout outs to our stream host. Consider giving a follow or subscription to Octavius, our stream host here, holding it down for us on the Octagon for this SkyFarer's tournament series, which, of course, just want to give a shout out as well to one of our sponsors on this, the G Fuel sponsor series. And of course, you know G Fuel as the official drink of esports, and right now they're inviting you to take a trip down flavor memory lane with their new G Fuel bubblegum. It's their newest mind-blowing concoction made with zero sugar and packed with antioxidants and vitamins. Be transported back in time with this classic taste of childhood while getting the energy and focus you've come to expect from G Fuel products. Check out their sponsor quests on our event page for more info on how to get your hands on G Fuel's nostalgic take on a time-tested favorite. And I believe you can find that on the event page either through Smash GG, which if you're following the brackets, that'll be there, or you can check it out on the Matcherino, which I believe we just had the Matcherino linked in chat as well.
Yep.
That was a mouthful, but I'm glad to be here, and thanks to our sponsors.
Man, we have to all thank our sponsors. I think that's important.
Absolutely. And if you haven't already, while we're taking this small break here, getting our next batch of matches lined up, consider hitting up that Matcherino if you haven't already. It's free, contribute something to the prize pool for the players, and of course, all that money will be going to the winner of this tournament today. And of course, all these players competing are competing for that real big prize of more points to get to the $500 prize pool for whoever has the most points at the end of this tournament series. And the last one goes down on December 30th. And this is bi-weekly, so 2 more weeks there will be another iteration of the SkyFarer's conflict. And looks like our next match is coming up here. We're going to have Emu versus Waifu Slayer, which, let me see if I can tie that name to somebody. Looks like that's going to be Emu versus... Not totally sure on that name. I'm going to have to pull that from the stream here once it pulls up.
Oh, that's MadBestKiller.
Oh, that's MadBestKiller? I thought it was. Okay. I thought it was MadBestKiller.
Yeah, that's him.
I usually err towards, like, I'm just not going to say anything. That way no one can say that I was wrong.
I feel
That's
you.
always the safe option. And it makes you look less dumb, so therefore it is the best.
Hey, that's why a lot of... Ooh, we got Cagliostro versus Fairy. Yo, let's go. All right, so we got MadBestKiller on Cag, and we've got Emu on Fairy. Fairy, we all know and love from Season 1, still pretty strong in Season 2, even though she had a couple of adjustments occur. And Cag, brand new, so let's see what she has to bring to the table here. I imagine Fairy's going to be able to stuff a lot of the Mehen placements, the traps, and so let's see how this plays out.
I think one thing to know about
Ooh,
specifically about this matchup is that dive kick is so good in this matchup, just because she's able to get in and just basically disrespect the trap pressure almost completely, and it's very difficult for Cag to basically get anything started. It's very rough, and she basically has to rely purely on getting her set play started before Fairy, or else Cag just kind of dies. It's actually very unfortunate. And as we're seeing, the dive kick pressure is extremely real.
Oh yeah, the dive kick got tweaked as well in the patch. If I recall correctly, it is now 2 hits instead of 1 hit at certain angles.
The biggest thing also about it is that it's now always plus. Almost always plus.
Gotcha.
So,
okay, I forgot the change that gave it that specifically, but I remember it got buffed. Either way, though, MadBestKiller able to take that point though, or take that round.
Yep. Showing.
All right. Use that teleport to get in for a
showing
quick
basically
overhead.
what you have to do to win. Look at that.
Nice.
Nice staggers. Oh, just says DP. Nah, man. I'm a zoner. I have a DP. I need it.
I'm out of here. Checks too well. He uses the advancing special afterwards. Don't have all the names of the CAG specials down yet, folks. My apologies. I am but human. Holds that dive kick there. Gets.
Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. We don't know all the specials. We don't need to know about most of them. Oh my God, that far end.
We must be machines, or we will get blown up by stream chat. Here we go. Sweep into the super.
I guess you're right about that. Gets more of the conversion. Nice, nice, nice. Doesn't get much Oki, but is able to just continue the small bits of stagger pressure.
Oh, wow. Gets caught with the whip and closes it out there.
I feel like that's a more typical round, or at least, even though it's not been a lot of development between Cag versus Fairy, I feel Fairy just has good tool to stop those situations. Just
Madbest
like,
in a good time with those teleports.
I mean, teleport is an extremely strong mobility option, and I feel like that's one thing Kag also has going for her. She has an incredibly fast run, a surprisingly fast walk speed, and the teleport. She's actually quite evasive. On top of that, she can delay her air trajectory with her special, being able to charge it in midair, forcing that situation where it's like, do I want to do my anti-air or do I want to do it delayed? Like,
She's actually
that's
got
something.
3 different ways to tweak her air trajectory now that I think about it, because she has air trap placement, she has air rock, and she has air teleport. So she has a lot of ways to tweak her air mobility, which tends
Indeed,
to be a pretty
especially.
strong tool. Oh, this might be it right here. It's the wall bounce.
Oh my god. Yeah. Oh, no.
Drops
It doesn't
the-
matter. Meaty. Just Meaty. All you need, guys, if you want to be a pro player, always remember, Meaty is the best option.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
All right.
But yeah,
Game 1 up
but-
to MadBestKiller. Ooh, EX with
the other thing that also Kag, one other thing that people don't mention is after she does an air special, she can do her special buttons still.
Oh, teleports to dodge the standing button from Fairy, gets on top, and then gets the punish before Fairy can react. That was so sick.
Yep. And then that's one thing also that's really powerful for Kag is that Kag can do far H into a special, and you really can't contest that at all.
Yeah, her 5H
Because
is
far
really
H-
good. I think it's like only -5.
It's -5, but you can cancel from it. That's why it's so good. Is you can cancel into anything, and your opponent has to respect it. So you can do like really weird, ambiguous things, like do far H into back teleport, and then your opponent has to make a heavy committal option, and then you can maybe get hit by Tatsu. And as I say this, all that damage. Look at that damage. Oh my god! I was not gonna lie. I'm surprised actually that killed.
Well, Fairy is one of the low HP characters, and I think that was started off in jumping normal there. I didn't see what the normal was when it came down, but it
It
seems
was
like
jump
that's
A if I remember correctly. Jump A.
nice
Oh,
overhead
the
there.
overhead.
And here's something that I'm seeing from MadBestKiller a lot here. There's been like 2 or 3 times where the opening, the move that got the opening was teleport into the falling button.
Oh, that was cheap.
Quite it yet. All right, a little bit longer here. It's almost to it. Emu's gonna have to do some work here. Sitting at what, a 5% health left?
Oh my god, that was so good. Such a smart play. Using Fairy's excellent air mobility to just force that situation, and then like that, it doesn't matter. You just teleport behind her and kill her.
Yeah, well, you know, that's one of the things, though. Fairy's got those buttons that have a lot of recovery time, and normally if you can make someone block, you're sitting pretty. But Kag just teleports, whoop, I'm back behind you. Back behind you. Sorry about the hiccup there, folks. Very excited about Cagliostro. I had to keep talking.
Man, I don't know about you, but I too I also am excited for our troll, by our greatest troll in the game, to come and grace her presence to us.
Oh yeah, Kag is, I'm thrilled. Are we gonna see the emote right on screen there too? Yo.
Yeah.
MadBest, please.
I am so happy. I'm excited.
All right, looks like we have, what do we have coming up next here? Okay, we've got the sleds. No, apparently that's her emote. That's her special. Okay.
That's amazing. That is
this a
actually
lore
the greatest
thing?
thing.
Is this a lore
This
thing
is
for
actually the-
Cagliostro that I don't know?
I actually do not remember. I think this is actually a reference to her Christmas outfit, but I actually don't know.
Oh, okay. I thought it was gonna. Thought it was a Citizen Kane reference.
A Citizen Kane reference. I like this.
I mean, I doubt it. I'm just being silly. Anyways, so that was MadBestKiller versus Emu. MadBestKiller was able to come out on top here with that Cagliostro. Once more, the thing that I saw there that I was not quite expecting to see from Cag players just yet. Character's only been out for like 2 days, so I have no idea like how it's going to evolve. But the teleport into falling button to get over someone's option. She's apparently a lot more threatening from far out than you might think. It's not just the traps you gotta be aware of.
Yep.
All right, I think our next match here. Let me see if I
Teleport is definitely gonna be something that she's gonna play around, and I feel like there's a lot of small nuances just because of how trap does work and shuts down like certain pathogens. But then also trap is so easy to avoid. For instance, Lancelot can just easily EX Blade Dash through it with like
the thing
no.
is that you can't use them as a flat-out stop sign. You use them as a deterrent. At least that's what I'm picking up from it. Because while
it's definitely a stop. It's definitely like a deterrent. It's meant to kind of bait and set up situations, and like Kag is more meant to be kind of evasive and annoying until she gets the knockdown. When she gets the knockdown, then that's when she can bring out her wheelhouse of horrors, and you just kind of die, fitting of her character.
Mm-hmm. Well, like what I'm thinking here is that like so with Lance, there you're talking about the EX thrust can go over her trap placement, but with those, if she just blocks, the trap will hit Lance afterwards. Of course, you can counterplay around that in a lot of directions, but the thing is she doesn't. It only goes away if she gets hit. So you can use those as a deterrent, or like placing it and then saying, all right, you got to come to me now in certain matchups, or just not even using them until you get the knockdown, as we saw in that match. I don't think we saw a single placement in that last match.
I think in that situation, like specifically in the fairy matchup, it's very difficult to do placements because you have to contend with far M, you have to contend with dive kick, that you just don't have time to set it up. You might have more likely of a chance just throwing out you raw rather than setting up trap, just because you have to set up the trap and then you have to make the assumption that the fairy's going to make a mistake, and that's so difficult when fairy's tools are just so good at controlling her range of the space, and Kag has to get in the right ranges of her far H and her specials to actually set up that deterrent. So I feel like I forget, was it MadBestKiller?
MadBestKiller.
MadBestKiller did the correct option and just used and tried to run in and use teleport and air special to maneuver around Fairy's good offenses, forcing Fairy to actually like try and anti-air and catch Kag at wrong angles rather than trying to be mischievous and set up the traps. MadBestKiller was just like, you know what? No, I'm not going to play your game. I'm going to force you to make that mistake. And I think that's just, that just shows like why Kag can't do what I would assume would be kind of like her normal shenanigans of, I set up the trap here and then I'm going to make you try coming to me. Because
I don't even think we know what her regular shenanigans are going to be.
That's true.
Because
it's true. It's literally been 2 days.
I mean, it might be just over or even just under 48 hours. Okay, this next match here should be a banger. We got Teiga, who's possibly one of the favorites to try to take this whole thing, and last tournament's champ, because this is a bi-weekly tournament, so not last week. We got Teiga coming in here, going up against Alderon. Alderon on Ladiva. I don't know why I blanked the character's name there. I've seen this character a million times. I've eaten that SPD enough times. But we got Lancelot going up against Ladiva. So we'll see how this plays out here. Teiga representing that Brutal Democracy Gaming Brutal Democracy Gaming sponsorship, also with that Black Lives Matter hashtag. So let's see what the action's going to be.
We all know Teiga. We know Teiga's on the up and up.
Belial. All right. I thought we were going to see Lance, but nope, we got Belial instead. Let's do it. All right, so Belial versus Ladiva. In the matchups that I've seen Belial play out in, I do not think I've seen this matchup myself yet. I imagine it's going to be rough going for Ladiva. I know that she lost some of her stuff in the patch, but we'll see how this works out here. Ooh,
the biggest thing that I feel like is going to affect this matchup, like I think the biggest thing that's going to affect Ladiva in this matchup is the loss of her mid-range confirms. Belial plays at just the right ranges where like old Ladiva used to thrive at, and now Ladiva has to get in much more aggressively and force her way in. Actually play a true gap play.
Right there.
Oh my god! That damage. That's gonna be a lot of damage.
That's so big. That was really, really good for Alderon there.
Yep.
Unfortunately, loses other pressure. Oh, tries to block the JU in the air. Interesting choice there. I'm not sure if that was an intentional situation there or if that's just how things ended up. I imagine that blocking the JU in the air has got to change what happens afterwards, so might have been intentional. Interesting. If anybody in the chat knows...
JU, it would still be plus, but you get less likely of a follow-up because by the time you do the other landing jump button, you will typically either be slightly plus or 0 by the time both of you land. So I feel like it was to mitigate the frame advantage.
Gotcha. That would be my guess, but yeah. Oh, hit with Fireball there, catches it.
Ooh, that conversion was kind of nice.
It very much was. Yo, this Fireball pressure looks so annoying to deal with as Ladiva. I hate this.
It is.
I'm playing and I'm getting tilted.
As a person who actually plays Belial, this is one thing he's really good at. Those staggers just off of Fireball are so key to what makes him strong. Oh, that was, for some reason, I thought that was medium. but it didn't come down. I was like, oh no, the disaster. And now we play Ladiva's game.
Checks with the 2-well. Oh no, not able to get the conversion
Yep.
afterwards. Unfortunate. Back throw into the corner here. Now it's Belial's world. You're just living in it. What's it going to be like? Ooh.
Oh, we'll just clearly jump back into a button is clearly a powerful option. Stop that.
Never noticed how ripped Ladiva's inner thighs are since she has that skin exposed on her outfit there, but like the freeze frame happened to be like that in her kick in the finish there. And I'm like, damn, she got some BB.
I never noticed that until you brought that up. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure all of chat's kind of hating me right now, or maybe they're loving me. I don't know what they're into. Anyways, Belial's on
It's fine.
like
Ladiva's great. I will have no bad talk of Ladiva on in this chat.
Yo, take a,
Oh no,
in
that
chat,
jumped. Oh, that was dirty.
Time is playing. Love it. All right, we got one round apiece here. This is playing for game 1. Currently, we got Teiga here sitting with the advantage.
Yep.
Ooh, pressing the corner here. This is a lot of work that Alderon has to make up for, but that's the Ladiva situation. Or rather, one of the Ladiva.
Oh my! Oh, no conversion. Oh, this is a disaster. So now we either are going to get.
No.
Oh, disaster.
That's so unfortunate.
They should be able to live.
Nah, this is.
Oh nope, they're going to be chipped up. No.
Trying to fight through that chip damage. That's hard.
Yeah. It's one of those unfortunate situations where you just get set up and you're just like, God, how do I get through this?
All right,
And it's just like a constant uphill battle.
Immediately back into the rematch here.
Oh, that was a nice jump.
Checks with the close H.
Oh no.
Oh, baits the fireball, but then not able to turn it, or baits the DP rather, but then not able to turn it into anything afterwards. Is that fireball placement on the screen here?
Yeah, this is going to be so difficult for Ladiva to get in on against, just because Belial's fireball is so strong. No confirm.
It can turn into that pinwheel afterwards, which holds down the screen for even longer, making it even more difficult for her to try to approach. Oh, nice JU, but not able to convert into anything.
I feel like we should also talk about how just Teiga is just literally just denying the Ladiva mix by just constantly backdashing or forcing a situation with fireball. Teiga's just realizing that there's no reason for him to come in, and he has all that neutral control with jump D and fireball. Oh. Oh, is that death? No, it's not death.
Oh, go for the throw afterwards. A little too gutsy though.
That was a nice attempt. That was definitely a nice attempt, just to maybe get the kill there.
And what you're saying?
Because you can't really.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say you couldn't even convert the from the headbutt to SSB there, fortunately. So you had to go for. But yeah.
I was just going to comment about something you said earlier, where Teiga is just not even really leaving room for the RPS to get played out of Ladiva with her SPD, and that's how you should approach grapplers if you have a strong fireball. If once the situation is looking
and a DP
up close is the only place where they're going to have their strong options, so just get away, and you don't just deny them their places where they can play strong and play where you can play strong. Plus, too, if it's the sort of thing where you can feel that it's taking a mental toll on your opponent, it's devastating if you just keep up at that and you play it patiently. We
can even see it kind of taking effect in this set. And I think this is one thing you can see in this matchup. Like, you can see Alderon is getting super frustrated just trying to get in against Belial's fireball, and Teiga is just being at just the right places, mixing up his jump U timings and forcing Ladiva to come to him. And it's so awkward for Alderon to just play that strong neutral game that like Ladiva does have with her pokes, just because that fireball.
Sorry, finish.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say that that's something I feel like that Teiga really kind of understands.
Teiga.
With the sorry.
I literally called it out in the chat just now, so that's why I'm like, no. But yeah, that's Teiga though. But yeah, he was controlling the game with the fireballs and those and the buttons and the pokes to space out away from Ladiva's threatening range, making it so that Alderon didn't really have much that they could do about the situation and just had to hold it.
One other thing that was really nice about One other thing about Teiga I really liked was his usage of Jump U. He was using Jump U to avoid the typical ranges where Ladiva could anti-air characters consistently. So it was really hard for Alderon in combination to focus on the fireball, to focus on the projectiles when he's going to make the projectile a pinwheel, and also consistently know the angles of which Jump U can actually be anti-aired consistently. So you noticed when he was just jumping at the right ranges where Ladiva's air-to-airs couldn't hit him, getting the jump U, and then just baiting Alderon to jump in on him, which led to so many stray hit conversions that just ended up stacking up over time. And I think that really does show how Teiga knows how like Belial's game plan kind of sets himself up and allows for the versatility of Belial of just being this not only this stagger monster but just this zoner who has such powerful like control over neutral.
I mean, a fireball that then turns into a stationary projectile if you decide to do it that way, that you can
and is plus. That's the important bit.
Why am I playing Metara? I should be playing I should be playing Belial instead if I want to be zoning people out.
It's okay. It's okay. I wonder this often when I play Bubs. It's okay.
Well, Bubs is real strong now. I got no sympathy for Bubs players anymore. Season 1 Bubs.
It's great. I know, right? Doesn't it feel amazing to not be bottom 2 in the game anymore? God.
All right, so it looks like our next match here, if my info is correct, is going to be MadBestKiller coming up on that CAG again versus.
Oh, it's Paulo in the chat.
Actually, we're gonna give some just a little time. We're gonna go on to do losers round 3 to see who can make their way into the top 8. We're gonna have Emu and Chunko go at it just to give some other time to those other top.
Oh, sure.
Those other.
This sounds fun.
Losers rounds just to get going. You know, just so we can because I don't want to start top 8 before we get the losers round there. So.
Oh, sure. I was just getting hyped when I saw MadBestKiller, and I was like, "Yo, more CAG, let's go!"
Side note: I just want to give a shout out to Palu and her niece. I hope your niece has a great night's sleep.
Right, yeah, because Paula was actually supposed to be in the tournament, but she had to back out because she had to play great
I was hyped because I wanted to see Troll Child. I still got Troll Child, so I'm not that upset, but still.
Well, you know, we'll have another match coming up here. We got Emu versus Chunko. Emu we saw a little bit earlier playing Fairy. Don't think we saw Chunko on stream just yet, but we'll see how Chunko plays and what Chunko brings to the table.
So what if I'm just going to say I just want to see what characters they're going to pick.
We got Fairy and Gran. Let's go.
So Fairy versus Gran. Would this matchup largely be unchanged? I feel like it would be, because I feel like the only thing that this matchup has changed is that Throw gives no Oki.
Well,
like Throw from...
So Boot's not quite as oppressive, but the general...
But Boot is still good, because Boot gets counter hit launch now, though. Because like Boot at the range can now counter hit launch, and that's such a big deal. Oh.
All right, well, push into the corner here. Coming out of the corner, catches with the normal off the other side. There's GG on the ground. GG's not quite close enough to Gran's feet to clip, unfortunately.
And we get to see one of Fairy's most definable aspects, which is her surprising air mobility with Indiana Jones whip.
There's a slight delay. They switched cabs on me, so
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
We're both commentating at different.
Yeah. It'll probably catch up after this game. So.
All right. Well, we will make do.
I'll just talk about Fairy stuff that I think is interesting that's going on in this set.
Right now.
Man, you gotta admit, yeah, dive kick being plus now is such a huge boom to her pressure. So, but then you can also make the argument of like, what does but with the lack of throw options, I feel like one of the key directions they're trying to take Fairy is be like this stagger monster with this constant threat of chip, and that's such a big thing.
SSBA gonna close it out here for Gran. That's round one.
Man, I love that. I don't care what anyone says. That super will always still be hyped to me, even if it's Gran.
It's pretty sick. I just wish that, like, one thing that I appreciate is that they made the supers for the Season 2 characters go a lot faster. Like, even if the animations are still pretty elaborate, they play through faster. If I have to sit, I don't know how much of my life I've had to sit through Catalina's SSBA. Too much.
I mean, I think we all have had it, especially when she was one of the most popular and one of the most powerful characters in the initial first in the very beginning of the game. Right. We all got to see that marvelous Ares come forth. Oh, Snow, GG got destroyed. Sad face. EXGG coming right there.
Look at the EX Fireball pushed in the corner here. EX with the good, gets the setup off the EXGG. Oh no, gets the DP out of it instead, but then he blocks the DP.
I feel like that's another big change also, is that EXGG now just goes straight to your opponent. Like literally just, she hunts you. She comes over, she hunts you, she stays there and explodes in your face, and then you're just like, okay, I can't jump because Fairy's right there DP range. I can't move because she can far am frame trap you and then dash in for actual real staggers. And I feel like that's such an unusual change, and I feel like that's, to force it, and gets DP'd from GG set.
Oh, equip it good. Getting used here. Oh yeah, we're still at a different time delay here too. Well, next game it'll sort itself out.
Yeah, I do apologize.
Ah, it's okay. For now we got GG set up in the corner here from Fairy. With Emu's playing pretty strong here, but Chunko here is. This is still just one round apiece. I could have sworn we had a.
Yeah.
We were already huh?
No. It's actually gone by pretty slowly. It's been a pretty nice set so far, I would say. Oh my god, that was godlike.
There it goes.
That buffer was actually godlike.
Alright, game 1.
Oh boy.
Oh wait, am I gonna give spoilers if I say who won game 1? I'll have to stay quiet for now until we get set up on the.
No, tell me who won game 1 because it just skipped to game 2.
Oh, he won.
Chunko got game 1.
Alright, cool, thanks.
Alright, back at it here. We got the hula hoop. GG's out on the floor. Checks with the whip it good. Holds it down. Gets the double
that was kind of.
GG into the
Yeah, that was actually kind of godlike. That was actually a godlike confirm. That was genuinely such a very great and cool confirm by him. Just creating the double loop. That was sick.
Yeah, Emu, put that one in your highlight reel. That looked really sick.
That was just an excellent confirm.
Yeah.
I think it also shows that they understand their character very well. Like, I feel like this person really knows how to play Fairy, or at least knows how to space and knows this rooting and knows the specific spacings of Fairy. And I feel like a lot of that's been showing with the dive kick pressure, with the situational confirms, knowing when and where to throw out her EXGG to threaten the DP.
Yeah, it's the weird situations where people have knowledge that you didn't even know existed, or that you'd be surprised to see implemented so effortlessly, is where you can really see the character knowledge that somebody has and character specialization come to play. Oh, EX boot just to get out of the corner, I guess? Weird. Advances a little bit.
I mean, you definitely don't want to be here. The corner is Fairy's best friend. You don't want to be there. That's definitely effective.
Corner's everyone's best friend, all right?
It's true, but especially with Fairy, it's like, man, I too like my health bar to be chipped to death. Oh no, the disaster. That was actually a godlike instant overhead after the GG hit to go for the forced reset. That was so nice.
Oh, equip a good gets used. Gets nothing out of it though. Went fishing, but nothing caught.
Great jump.
Click with the 5U from Grant. I love anytime I see Grant's 5L hit where he just decks somebody with his hand outstretched. Love it.
It's pretty funny because it's definitely like a move you're just like, man, such an anime pro tag move.
Fist.
It's like, of course the anime pro tag would have like the most conventional fucking hit. Oh, I apologize. Where it's just like him actually he actually just straight up punches you. It's actually great.
All right. Fairy here trying to get into pressure there. Dive kick goes under Grand. Chunko is sitting at about 15% health here. Not enough to go out from a thrower and overhead, so not in the truly scary range just yet. EX with the good just got used. Now into the thrower overhead range. So this is where it gets
and this is such a horrifying position to be in right here at Fairy. Just outside of that far H2 range, constantly stagger pressuring your opponent, just forcing forcing Emu to just make a mistake. Making him go for the jump attack, and then just DP them on reaction, on the combination of just using far H just for these long-winded staggers. I think that's just such a powerful element to Fairy's game plan, is that she can just sit literally like near half screen and she threatens you from that far away with GG and her buttons. And you have to make like an attentive decision at that point, and it's so hard to control that pace without actually overcommitting against her.
Yeah, it's the fact that you can turn all these different touches into strong.
As I say that.
Well, you know,
As
that's fighting game.
Get the jump in. Yeah, get the jump in, get the hit, and now Emu is at his favorite spot, the corner, trying to force their way in with Gran.
All right, yeah, and there's GG on the floor, controls a little bit the ground approach. Ooh, EXD.
Oh, that was a nice DP. Making sure you stay in the corner. No, this is my corner. Now you take all this damage.
Okay, not
now
quite
just one throw, and that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, just boot. Never mind. You know what? Why would you need to throw when you can just boot? Clearly, that is all you need to. All your answers need to be praised by boot.
All right. Yeah, if the good gets used, GG's out on the floor. Oh, clash on the button. Nice heads-up play by Emu going into the close L to make sure that they can get control of the situation. I think Chunko might have been able to go for a DP there, but I'm not quite sure how the landing frames would have worked out.
I'm pretty sure that was there was a gap in there to DP, but it's also kind of awkward. And as I say, oh no, this scary.
Into the ball summon. Yo, let's go. Not going to be fun
Oh
with him.
no,
Close it out.
disaster.
So close
Wow,
to
that damage was crazy.
that was so sick.
Yeah, like that was crazy. Like
All right,
again, I think
one
we're
game
just seeing
apiece,
a lot of
one round
Chunka's.
apiece.
Sorry.
Sorry, no, I was just saying we're going to last game, last round. Always an exciting time.
Good stuff from Emu. Just trying to stop the shenanigans of jumping forward. Nice. Are we gonna go for the throw loops? Nope. Just mash out. I like it.
The good side swap to
Switch
get out
is
of the corner.
over.
Good stuff. Smart choice.
Oh no.
Their own throw loop. OG's out on the floor. Checks with the normals afterwards.
Now Chunk is just kind of freestyling with the GG sets and forcing the situation and the chips. Like, I think Chunka is realizing that, you know, Emu's kind of scared of, like, Fairy's pressure with, you know, the dive kicks. And look at that. Look at that.
There. That's Emu on the Fairy.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Thank you
that's
for
okay.
telling me. I've said this wrong the whole time.
I was like, oh, wait a second, what's going on here? I was looking for the context, but we'll sort that later. Right now, we're coming down to the last part of the match here. We got about 40 seconds left on the screen. We have a little bit of a life lead on Emu here, so Chunko has to find a way to get in. Chunko does now have access to SSBA, so one nice opener into SSBA could possibly close it out here. EX Boot shoves into the corner.
There was a boot.
Oh,
Oh no, that's...
Chunko, you had it!
They almost had it. Well, actually, they have the life lead, so they can actually kind of sit back and do nothing. Like, if they just keep... Oh, well, now they're in the corner against Fairy. This is actually horrifying. The ball set. Okay, this is terrifying. Never mind.
We have that many projectiles to try to stuff you with. She's got the normals, but in terms of a oh, never mind. There it goes. EX with it good. GG's out on the floor. Oh, okay. A little bit of a...
Now, oh, meets them in the air to air. Wow, what a god.
Oh, that came down to the wire there, too. I know y'all can't see the timer.
Oh, that was actually kind of sick.
It was at 9
It went a true roller coaster of emotions. There was the drop, and then the scariness, and then the realization that life lead and chase down, and then the super from Fairy to maybe get the chip situation going, and then oh my god, everything, all those emotions rolled up into one.
Yeah, Chunko advances, and Emu is banished from the bracket. Hope to see you next time the SkyFarer's Conflict Tournament Series goes down. But for now, Chunko is our remainder from that one. And we'll see what match we possibly have coming up next here. And are we going to move? I'm going to stay spectating on the green cab. Hopefully that is the case. And yeah, good match there. And one thing I wanted to point out there too. You were saying that there was the chip situation there. Although Fairy, unless she can make you block super, she doesn't actually have
but that was the goal.
Yeah.
That was the goal though. She was trying to. That's why she did the raw super, because if you did the super and you just got that anti-air, you'd be forced into a block situation. It's just that Chunka was able to actually effectively navigate underneath the tracking projectile that literally would have chipped him to death.
Well, not quite tracking. It advances and bounces, but not quite tracking though. Different.
It tracked Chunk. It literally was turning around towards Chunka when he went underneath it. It's just so slow that it didn't catch him.
Well, it bounces. I just meant, sorry. When I hear tracking, I think like it's gonna home in on them as opposed to like.
Oh yeah. No. It bounces but it follows where the last position of the opponent was. Yeah. You're right about that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, regardless, though, it looks like we have our next match coming up here. It looks like this might be... Is that MadBestKiller setting up there on the cab? I cannot quite tell.
Is it?
I'm not sure. I see it's a CAG person, so...
Yes, it is. It is my best killer.
I think it's just MadBestKiller, not MyBestKiller.
Sorry, MadBestKiller. I'm sorry. As you can tell, I'm terrible with names. I am genuinely sorry.
That's okay. Don't apologize. I'm just commentating. Apologize to the player, not me.
Yeah.
Narm's only.
Well, yeah, wow,
that's a name.
What is it? I can't read it.
One of the names is Narm's only.
Oh.
Why y'all gotta make me commentate this? I'm trying to commentate respectable games here. What am I doing? What am I doing with that?
We're actually commentating fighting games. We kind of left that window a long time ago.
just saying. I didn't think I was going to say Narm's OnlyFans here. Although I did have to say Latino Booty Eater on a different stream for Grand Blue. So maybe there's something wrong with Grand Blue players.
Nah, no, there's definitely something wrong with Grand Blue players. There's something there.
All right, so I think we're just waiting for the okay here, but that'll be, if this is who I think it is, that's going to be, I believe OkSkemey still plays Narmaya, or at least did previously. I don't know if OkSkemey still plays Narmaya, but we will see.
For some reason, whenever I think of Narmaya,
I'm stumbling here.
Sorry, no, it's completely unrelated. But for some reason, every time I think of Narmaya, I just remember the Omito quote where someone says Narmaya strong, and it's like Omito says with like the greatest of like power, like with his most powerful voice, says no, Narmaya strongest of weak, or something like that.
All right.
It was something really sad. And I was like, oh no.
All right.
Omito only plays the best characters, clearly.
Okay. I couldn't remember who is Omito. Oh, sorry.
Oh, he's a Johnny player.
Johnny player. Okay.
Yeah, they're considered the best Johnny player in the world, and they won. I believe it was Arcrev Revo Guilty Gear Finals.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm only a little bit plugged into the Guilty Gear scene, so that one I recognize the name and I was pretty sure it was 100% positive.
Yeah, he's a great player and genuinely like a lot of fun to watch, and he also is apparently a VTuber, which I thought was really funny when I found that out on his stream, and he had like this like really adorable kind of like profile he was using. And I was like, oh, this is adorable. And then I literally tuned in as he said that about Narmaya. And as I tuned in, I literally went down onto the floor heaving as I laughed at that.
Okay. And speaking, if you're falling to the floor heaving and you needed to get back up, you know that G Fuel is the official drink of esports. And right now, they're inviting you to take a trip down flavor memory lane with their new G Fuel bubblegum. It's their newest mind-blowing concoction made with zero sugar and packed with antioxidants and vitamins. And be transported back in time with this classic taste of childhood, and while getting the energy and focus you've come to expect from G Fuel products. Check out their sponsor quest on the event page for more info on how to get your hands on G Fuel's nostalgic take on a time-tested favorite. You can check that out through the Match Arena, or check it out through the Smash GG page. I believe those should both have the info for G Fuel to follow up on that quest. And they are a sponsor, so shout outs to our sponsor and big thanks. I haven't tried the G Fuel stuff yet, but I was featured in a highlight reel that they put together, so that's pretty cool. Maybe they'll send me some G Fuel at some point, and I'll have
As an actual person who's tried G Fuel, I will definitely endorse it and say it is quite good.
All right. Good to know.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm just like excited to see MadBestKiller's CAG again. All right, and then I think we will have... We're actually coming up on, I think this is Winners Semis. Yeah, this is Winners Semis, so we are into top 8 in this match once this match gets going here. And then we have one more match to... Oh, we have our top 8. We have Mix-Up versus Sakura player in the lower bracket. We got MadBestKiller versus OkSkemey, which is going to be going down right here. Then we've got Teiga versus Senpai Spyder. And yeah, this is going to be Kathleen versus Narmaya. And then we've got... Zintai versus Chunko as our other losers round match. So let's get to it. This is top 8 of SkyFarer's Conflict Tournament Series. Let's do it.
I'm excited.
I think this would qualify. These are both the shortest DLC characters of their respective seasons so far. Fun fact.
That's actually true.
All right, let's go. So teleport to get up close. Block
wow, just instant teleport. Calling out Narmaya with the 2-3-6. I like it.
Oh, nice. I didn't know that the advancing slash would catch out the teleport there. That was kind of an interesting interaction. All right, gets the throw. Puts MadBestKiller down into the corner. Nice. Uses the EX Moon Slash to get those plus frames with that very low altitude usage of it. OkSkemey getting this throw pressure. Checking with that 2M.
Yep.
And in there. He uses the 5U at the end of the block stream to get a charge there. Nice. Uses the EX advancing specials there to get the wall bounce, sets up the traps afterwards, tries to get the jump. Oh, interesting! You can set off the placement of the EX trap as individual instances. That's pretty cool. Okay.
Yep. It's actually very nice for her staggers.
no way that. Okay, I wasn't sure if that was somehow gonna have a hit
I'm not gonna lie. I would have been incredibly shocked if Narmaya's overhead moon slash didn't actually hit her.
Yeah, like I was just like thinking like, there's no way that they would just give this character a hitbox behind her. But I've seen weirder hitboxes on Super, so like, you know, what do I know? Oh, there's that teleport falling button. That's the mix-up that got a lot of mileage for MadBestKiller last time, and it's getting some mileage here as well. Also, shout out to these hot topic boots that Cagliostro has.
I like it.
Right
I respect the boots. Look at those Tims. Oh, conversion. Oh, it doesn't go for the instant error. I am sad now. Oh, it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's death.
Good stuff there.
That's another good thing about 5H. The buffer time in that move is actually wild. So like, it really is just one of like once you're in range, you never should feel sad throwing that on there, just because it's so powerful at that. Nice conversion.
That juggle there was really nice.
Yep. Oh no. Oh no.
Teleports
the
for
pain.
another extension. Oh, doesn't get the sweep ender to try to go into the placement, so it doesn't get the best possible Oki situation out of it. I'm not
Nice
really sure
punish.
if you can get the sweep ender after the spear. You probably can.
No, you can't. It's specifically only if you get like into an EX trap, because they fall too quickly.
Okay. I know you can get it off of the EX advancing one, like where she spins something around her as she goes forward.
Yeah, it's her little dragon. It's her pet dragon that gets put around her. Yeah.
Not quite the kill here. Needs like one decent touch. And right there, that'll do it.
Yo, just 2L. It's fine, guys.
We're just gonna 2L
That was
into
very
it.
nice.
OkSkemey takes game
Honestly, I think that's something that's really underrated about Narmaya, is that her 2L is so good. It has such nice forward mode reach, has really nice like poking range. Actually, I can't remember if it's her butterfly or if it's her unsheathed 2L is so good at just like poking range.
Free flutter stance?
Yeah, free flutter. You're right. Thank you for reminding me. Free flutter 2L is so good.
Yeah, one of them's Dawnfly, and I think the other one has flutter in the title.
Yeah, I remember Dawnfly is the sheathed state.
Got it.
So I just forgot what the unsheathed state was called.
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah.
Use that
Oh, see that? See the power of having the ability to change your jump arc with teleport and special. Oh, you just get hit by 60.
Nice, good stuff. So put the trap placement on the ground to try to bait the forward movement to get over it, and then use the spear to interrupt the attempted forward movement. At least that's my presumption of what this was there.
I like the delayed throw, making sure that Narmaya is doing something honest. Oh,
You
no.
was that a frame trap into the 5H? I wonder if that was a true frame
Yeah,
trap.
it's not a true frame trap unless it's level rock. Oh, unfortunate. And then
Alright, it's game 2. Goes to MadBestKiller. Alright.
yep,
so
MadBestKiller.
One game apiece. Winner finals, winner semis. Whoever wins this advances into winners finals, so gets that guaranteed third place placement. Let's see how this goes.
I feel like one thing I always like to mention is, even though people say that Narmaya is one of the worst characters, that she can still quite easily compete with other characters in this game quite well.
They say she's one of the what characters? Sorry, your voice dropped.
One of the worst characters.
Oh, I don't think.
One
I
of the
disagree.
worst characters.
I disagree.
No,
with
no,
that.
I'm saying that even if that statement was true, it does go to show you how relatively balanced the whole cast kind of roster is in terms of options you have.
Yeah. Sorry, I was like, who would say that this character?
Oh my god, that buffer.
I was about to say, like, have they not looked at this character's frame data on her close normals or her 2M? She's very strong.
Man.
Look at that. Brought the
Yeah,
life,
she has great pressure.
brought that life discrepancy much more in line with things. Uses that 5H to check
Yeah.
here. Ooh,
Oh,
no.
just mash out. Doesn't matter. Does not matter. Just mash out. It works out.
That SSBA will take it here. Narmaya,
Yep.
OkSkemey will take round 1 in this set. Or in this game.
I love that super. There'll never be a super that gives me more satisfaction than that.
Oh, it's super slick. Alright, using that teleport to get a little bit of distance here. Oh, tries to set up with some traps there, but just gets stuffed by the advancing slash from Narmaya. Checking the low button.
Yep.
Ooh, gets stuffed there after the teleport.
Yeah, oh my god. Nice. It's kind of...
Awesome.
Oh, I like that.
No protect. I would have got round. Round?
Yeah, I would have got for there too.
Alright, use teleport to get out. Checks with the falling button after the teleport. Does not get anything for it this time. Teleports, then uses the 5U rock toss. Gets the 2H there as came down with teleport. Wow. MadBestKiller making a really good the mobility of this character. With the trap placement there. Nice, uses the spear to juggle into the mid-air trap.
See, I think that's something that we're going to see a lot, like, as CAG kind of produces, that she has such good mobility from a fast run to a really fast set of movement speeds, on top of having all of her ways to bait out reversals in the air. Like, she's just kind of like a monster in that sense. She can just set up those situations so easily, too.
Oh, goes to the overhead, but gets stuffed with the DP, but not really too bad, because that's bad right there, though.
I can shimmy. Oh, it doesn't get into the animation, though. Oh, it doesn't matter.
This is so scary.
Yeah.
Chip damage and
That was
it.
actually crazy. Yo, that was crazy.
OkSkemey takes game 3 and advances into winners finals. MadBestKiller sent to the lower half of the bracket.
I really, man, I loved how, what was it? I love how, okay, how do you say their name?
OkSkemey.
OkSkemey? I really enjoy.
It's purposely.
Okay,
it's like OkSkemey, however you want to say it. OkSkemey. Yeah.
Well, I just want to comment that I really liked how they just did the small shimmy there to like bait out a situation because of the 2L. Because 2L is so big and so awkward to like contest that like because if you did 2L in that range, it would have beaten 2M, it would have beaten 2D, it would have beaten all of like Narmaya's fast options. So she would have to do like a far L. And she said they set themselves up in just the perfect range to just get the far H super conversion and then get that last bit. And then just like that small little sequence where the frame advantage started to matter and then get that chip situation for the checkmate. That was just, I thought that was incredibly clean play from them. Just because it started with like a risky play into just like kind of trying to seal the deal in a much safer fashion.
Yeah, I mean, it worked out there. So.
Oh, it did.
Good call.
Yep. So we have Teiga versus. Is it Teiga?
Yeah,
I think it's Teiga.
Teiga. Like Sega. Teiga. But yeah, the name is Dragon, though. The name is Dragon on PSN. Going up against Senpai Spyder, a Matera player. Finally seeing some of the Season 2 Matera. Lost her hop loops, but gained some new
It's okay. It's okay. She won that recent tournament. She's still good.
Oh, I think she's quite good. I think while she did lose that tool, the overall shift in the way the game plays out gave her some... The way the overall shift in the game played out benefited her from a, like... Oh, I thought that confirm was going to work.
That would have been a sick conversion. I love that awareness, though, too.
I was about to scream and convicted. I swear to God.
Don't worry, I would have joined you. I would have screamed just as loud.
All right, we got that trying to space out here. Oh, gets caught with the anti-air.
With a delayed RH. Wow, that was actually such a clean conversion mid-screen.
Godlike conversion mid-screen from Teiga. Able to turn that into like a, 40-35% damage setup into Oki?
Yeah, oh, is that death? Oh, yeah, that's death. Oh my god. Actually wild.
Spyder's possible conversion was, and then Teiga showed us the real conversion and closed out that round. Whew.
Yeah, that was wild. I'm genuinely surprised how clean of a conversion that was, and that just led into death.
Yeah, it's really...
Oh my god.
He's a very strong character. Very, very strong. But we'll see how Senpai Spyder is able to handle it. Oh, gets clipped with the anti-air again.
Yeah, Teiga with just the clearest of realizations, and... I mean, I just love how clean he is with these anti-airs, just reacting to the hops. Nice.
Extremely talented player. Like we're seeing right now, Teiga has the reputation that he does. What's the setup going to be?
Oh, yeah.
To the fireball pressure?
Yep.
Follow up?
Yep.
Check low. Yeah, it's forced. The pressure's on her. She has to do so much work, and one bad arrow. Yep. You can't do a butterfly.
Right there.
I like the idea of it.
I think what was great too about Teiga, or specifically, was the range he set himself in for that checkmate situation. Because if you did far L, far H, 236, there was literally nothing you could do. He could just do immediate EX thrust, and there's nothing that Senpai Spyder could have done in that situation because he put him. Just that spacing was perfect, just absolutely perfect from Teiga.
Almost makes me wonder too if that was a technical input there or if that was a shortcut input, just because
I mean,
Well, no, not even
yeah,
that. There's situations where if you're setting up for something like that, where you know a very specific option you're looking for, and you're just waiting for the opponent to flinch. Sometimes you can just hold down your H button, and then just when you see it, just forward and S, and you don't even have to worry about trying to get tentacle into
I think
it.
that's exactly what he was doing, because like, he was literally just sitting at a range, and I think he was just waiting for Matera to do anything, because if the Matera attempted to jump or use the hop, he would have just let go of the H and done 2H. Yeah. Oh my God, the damage. But yeah, it's just like it's just. Oh, sorry.
Okay, I'm just. I thought you were done talking there.
Yeah, Teiga's moving too fast for me. The man is just so good. Oh, just raw the jump ins, knowing that Senpai Spyder is gonna like be hesitant.
Well, against Matera too, especially since her hop loops got toned down, and since she has the air blockable, the only air blockable anti-air button in the game, it makes it really hard for her to try to contest stuff in the air. So if you,
I mean, on the plus side, at least they made it so her reversal was faster, so it has a little bit more use as an actual reversal button.
What you mean her? Oh no, was that gonna go through?
Oh my God,
Teiga!
that was actually. The man, again, he just stands in that area and punishes Matera for fireballs just at the right ranges. Damn.
Godlike.
With the confidence. Wow, that was just incredible. Again, I think it's literally he just positions himself in that range and uses the excellent fireball or counter fireball tools that Lancelot has to just drive right through and just punish Matera for overextending at all.
Yeah.
And I think that it just shows the play that Teiga is at, where he's just comfortable sitting at the right ranges and punishing you for ever thinking you have the chance against Lance ever.
Teiga was, and I believe you're still listening to the stream. If you are still listening to stream, Teiga, did you use a shortcut input on the Ender when you ended it with the EX thrust on reaction to startup of the butterfly? I'm not sure if you used the input shortcut there or not. No judgment either way. I'm just curious. What a character.
Fuck Lance.
Yeah, Teiga, that's smart. Good.
Yeah.
Also, something that you mentioned. You said that her reversal got sped up. That's for her SSBA, not for SBA.
Yeah. Not. But I was just saying, like, the actual flash kick is now like pretty good.
Well, no. The flash kick is the one that did not get buffed.
Oh no. Sorry, the other one. Yeah, the SSBA.
Yeah. And the other one is still slower than the flash kick, I think.
Yeah, I think it is still.
My character. However, you can use it as a better fireball punish, though. You don't look for the fireball on the screen. You look for the skill card to turn dark, and then you can try to punish with the SSBA if you can react to the skill card changing. It requires a little bit more of a heads-up awareness of things, but you can do that. Regardless, though, Senpai Spyder, sent to the back, sent to the lower half of the bracket. And so our winners finals is going to be OkSkemey versus Teiga. I think, are we going to hop to the lower half of the bracket first?
I feel like that we would be doing that, right?
Yeah. I'm going to guess we're hopping to the lower half of the bracket first.
Yes, we are going to the lower half of top 8 first.
All right. So next up then, we've got Mix-Up versus Sakura Player.
I'm excited for this.
Mix-Up we saw on Luane earlier.
Yep. And Sakura Player was the Zeta.
Yes.
So actually, believe it or not, I actually do know that matchup quite well. So that matchup is very odd because I watched a lot of locals with that, and that matchup is very weird because Luane actually has like a pretty decent poke game at the right ranges because his far M can actually, in a lot of cases, be faster than 2M, so he can actually outpoke Zeta. But Zeta has a way better fireball to like deter it, and on top of that, the mobility is much more awkward for Luane to like approach her. But it's so weird. Oh, sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, and I believe that her laser goes through everything on the ground too. It's not like it only clips. It's not like it only has one hit to only clear out one of the boys. It
only doesn't win against EX Catalina
with the rockets.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Rockets. It will not go through all of them. I think it will hit. It will hit once, and then the rest of the rockets will go.
Gotcha.
I just want to
All
point
right.
out, Teiga apparently won because Senpai did not have a bad connection at all.
I can see that. It opens up some more options. You can play that more reactive gameplay. So yeah.
Yep.
All right.
But-
We got Wayne versus Zeta, just as we had thought it was going to be. We'll see how this matchup plays out. This is in the lower half of the bracket. It's still 2 out of 3, and loser goes home.
Mhm.
Tying for, I think, what would be 7th place here. Let's get down to it. Yeah, Sakura player we saw on stream only once before, and I believe they went over. Oh, they were sent to the lower half of the bracket right away. So Sakura player has fought their way
Oh
here.
no, that was Leo.
Oh, you're right. My mistake here. Sorry, I got mixed up. Look at the bracket here. Into the match though. Oh, we both got the cool blue colors going on here. We used the EX. Then got some buttons.
I call it the classic Arxis. I call it the classic Arxis color.
Ah, yes. I see. That cool
Yep.
blue Arxis.
Mm-hmm.
All right, running on in.
So like
counters.
this is like the really awkward thing with both of the characters is that the reversals are actually oddly good against each other.
Huh? Yeah, I can see that.
It's like
she could have
Oh,
spot
sorry.
dodged on that one, I think. Though. Well, right there.
Yeah, she could have. No, not there. Oh, human pyramid attack. Let's go.
Yeah, held down by the Catalina rockets as well. Nice, got out of the corner.
Nice. Oh, nice.
Just hold.
Doesn't get the full punish. Yep. That's actually a very smart option because human pyramid attack will, unless he makes like a super big committal option, is just gonna like go through your armor. It's not actually gonna like do that much damage. So holding it's just a very smart idea from Sakura player to like just wait out the meter.
All right. Ooh, clipped by the.
Ooh, okay, conversion.
The buttons there.
Ah.
Able to get out of the corner from it, but not able to like completely use the counter stance, but still able to get out of the corner and relieve some pressure. So a little bit of a win.
Yep, it's pretty good.
2M into the thrusts. Nice spot
Oh,
dodge. there.
nice
Got it
spot dodge.
afterwards though. Clipped by the Catalina laser. Getting pushed back here. Ooh, awesome sauce connects. Just dodges Tommy from the top rope to get hit by the anti-air 2H as a consolation prize.
Yep.
Players. A little bit of space here, backing off. Top of the sweep. EX awesome.
Yep. Now with frame trap into human pyramid attack. Oh no, the disaster.
Nice catch of the spot dodge. But then
Delay. The delay on the low too.
All right, we got round 3 on Lumassier. So there is the ever effervescent Rosetta in the background joining us for round 3. Caught with the awesome sauce there. Shoved in the back there. So I know she's not playable, but if that character was playable in this game, I would play her 100%. Nice.
I think a lot of people would. Character's back cool in Granblue.
Alright, gets the throw there. Launch into the corner.
Yep.
Ooh, it does not fall for the EX counter stance, so no help there for a mix-up.
It's okay. Yep. Time for the Zeta shenanigans to begin.
But the lane says no Zeta shenanigans. How about you hold this sweep and get pushed to the opposite corner here? Oh.
Yep. There we go. I was kind of waiting for Sakura player to go for the stance against the auto combo because that's actually a very powerful thing that Zeta can do against Luane, which is most of Luane's options are very vulnerable to the Rekka. Oh no. Yeah, this is oh my. And punish.
Oh no, it was big slide animation during the punish window. I wasn't able to get it. Yeah, just laser.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even know if I would have gone in there. I mean, I'm not on
I mean, here's the thing though. Like Zeta had a life deficit. She had Zeta had to go. You had 45 seconds
on the screen. You got all the time in the world to hang back and laser.
That's true. That is true. You do have it. But eventually Luane can get in. And he has a lot of tools to get in with Catalina Robot and EX missiles, again, beating that pretty cleanly. And I think, like, yes, because Sakura players seem to be aware that if she does that, they're going to just, a good Luane player will just do EX missiles and then wait for it and then just run in.
Can you stuff the startup of EX missiles?
You can, but it's hard. And it has to basically be almost preemptive. Oh my god! Wake up your head. Oh my god. That was wild.
Large life deficit.
Oh, the conversion? Nice. I also want to point out, that was actually a Season 2 change where he can, Luane can actually combo from his Rekkas, and that helps his mid-range pressure so much. because now he can get like conversion instead of just auto combo before, which was like such a sad thing.
Corner here is that EXME lift using the afterwards.
I love that combo.
Oh,
Yep.
nice. Triggers the counter stance, but then gets the spot dodge afterwards, able to try to get a throw at the end of it there. Here comes the boys. Catch the throw of his own.
No, Wayne being the man of the house and just tossing Zeta himself.
Get out of here.
Oh, that was a nice stagger.
Push back into the corner here. A really scary place to be, Wayne.
Yeah. Oh, that was a good challenge. That was such a good challenge. He didn't get the proper knockdown for the actual meaty set. Oh, terrifying. Yeah.
Now.
Ah, nice.
With that punish window.
Oh, will that punish? Will that punish?
Smart.
Oh, punish!
Goes into the super just before the Iggy animation ends, so that as Lancelot comes out of the Iggy animation, there's the punish already meaty on top of him coming out of it. Good stuff.
Yeah. In fact, punishing Luane, even though Luane is punishable throughout that entire state, it's actually quite fast on recovery if you're not at the right distances, so it's very difficult to punish. Very nice realization from Soccer Player to just use the meter to get the guaranteed kill from the recovery state. Yeah,
and it works out well for Zeta since her super has a lot of forward travel. It's not like some other ones where it's not a ton of forward movement there. So you're able to do that and able to take that last round very convinczingly with a perfect.
That was just a train. Soccer Player just showing that absolute dominance they have with Zeta. Nice throw. I like it.
All right. Oh, nice. Uses the counter stance there. Goes into one of the swings afterwards.
Tommy, you are a legend. Thank you for saving the bro.
Tommy the legend. Hands up. All right, gets caught with a jump normal into the sweep with the awesome socks afterwards to follow up and stay on top of the pressure. Here comes Catalina, bot shoved off with the EX knee lift.
See, this is like the one thing I wanted to point out in this matchup is like counter is so good against both characters like teams because it's so delayed and so awkward for them to create safe situations for them to get big damage from it, and it just blows each other's frame traps up since there is that gap for their counters to hit, and I think that's one reason why it's such a weird matchup is like both of them blow each other up for doing very generic things. As I say, the damage is pretty high right now.
That was what, a 55% damage combo from Soccer.
I think it was closer to 60 actually.
Yeah, it was so huge. Turns it into a perfect afterwards. Soccer players got 2 perfects under their belt in this set. Let's go.
It's crazy.
Who's gonna close it out under the watchful eye of
oh my
there? Catalina bot with the laser. Beep beep. Get the counter stance.
Finally get the save jump, but again, it's so awkward to punish for both characters.
Yeah, it's a little peculiar to try to make that happen there in that situation. Oh, gee, the mix-up here is still able to follow up with pressure here, force into the corner, catches the counter.
Look at that! Oh, the damage. Oh, the damage is going to stack up here. And he gets the setup, too. Oh, no! Is that death? Oh, it's not death. Oh, but this might be. Humid pyramid attack.
Do it.
Man, I feel like... Man, this is another situation why I think this matchup is so interesting to watch. It literally can just turn into a train at any point between both characters, from the fuzzies that both have access to the options they have to blow each other's offense up. Man, I love watching this matchup. It's actually a personal favorite of mine.
Yeah, very good one. That was exciting times to watch that one there. And that was a perfect into a steamroll in the other direction. Whew, the agony and the ecstasy of fighting games.
I mean, that's what happens. Sometimes you get triple perfect hit on stream. And other times you beat the greatest player in the world off stream. You gotta go over the highs and lows, man.
Ah, that's true. I have a very hard loss that I held on stream in the Street Fighter 4 days when I went up on stream against Strider 801.
Oh no, disaster!
Yeah,
oh wait, was it Abel? Or was it Abel?
Yeah, I got perfected.
No, that's even sadder because you just see Abel on screen and then you just have to shrug your shoulders and be like,
all right, this is my life now.
Let me just get vortexed into nothing, and then you have Abel who has like the most godlike of anti-airs too. You're just like, oh no.
The worst part was afterwards they made me play my loser brackets match right after that, and I'm just like, please, I've already been embarrassed. Don't make me do this. But I did have to. And I lost again. Very unfortunate. On the flip side, my best.
I'm actually curious. I'm curious if that was a horrible matchup for you. Who did you play against 801?
I played Cody.
Oh no, that's even worse. Oh no.
Fighter 4, so like I should just put that disclaimer in there. I completely fluked my way to finals of my pool. Completely fluked my way. Like one person's controller failed mid-set, somebody else couldn't show up, so I had to get DQ'd. Shouldn't have happened. But
yeah, Cody, that just matchup sucks though. That matchup sucks. Oh god, I've seen that matchup. Oh, it sucks so bad.
Well, I'm also. I wish I could blame it on the matchup. A lot of that's on me too. But let's get into this matchup.
Fair enough.
We got
so Grand versus Charlotta. We had the two gorillas coming at it.
Yes, we got Grand versus Charlotta here. Oh, both players have picked somewhat matching colors, and we got the Halloween-themed shield from Charlotta as well. Bless.
It's so adorable. I love it. So cute.
All right, and going up against Chunko's Grand here, we got Zin on Charlotta. I believe Zin was playing a different character earlier. I do not recall.
They played Belial and they played Kago on stream. That was the initial characters we saw from.
Gotcha. Well, wait. I don't think I got quad. I don't think I got quad perfect. Okay, I'm only gonna tell this because the stream is asking. I don't think it was a quad perfect. If it was, I don't recall that. I think I at least got some chip damage in, but I did get double perfected by Strider 801 on stream back in Street Fighter 4 days. It was at like UFGT, one of those years. But that was not. I was not a quad perfect. I didn't get that bad for me. But I was blown up on stream by Strider 801. Into the match, though, we have quite a life expectancy from Zin here, with Chunko sitting at a little bit of an advantage on it. Both sides got meter on deck. Wow, that's probably going to close it out right there.
God, that's actually such a cool super. Even though I hate Charlotta, the super is still godlike. Oh, God. But yeah, one thing that I like watching is like specifically Base and Tempest. I know play this matchup a lot, and I've watched some of the sets that like Tempest plays in this matchup, and a lot of it is just like knowing the ranges of when Boot's gonna come in and just kind of letting Boot happen. Like you know that you're gonna do it. You want Grant to come to you, so you just let Boot happen at the right ranges.
Yeah, you try to find. Spot. Yeah, No, I was just agreeing with you there. You find the strong option that you know your opponent wants to go for, and you hang out at the range to try to bait that out, so you can try to let them come to you in a situation, and then you can try to take advantage from there.
Yeah, I feel like in this matchup, one thing that Gran will try doing is probably not even going for Boot outside of specific stagger situations, and try going for Fireball.
No, Boot to the ball.
Right there.
That beat it out. I'm kind of surprised that it beat it out. That'll take another.
Oh, well, it doesn't matter.
Yep. Zin able to
go
with what is that? Sword of Light, Excalibur. I want to say it's not Excalibur.
Yeah, I think it's Excalibur. Yeah, I think the sword's name is Excalibur.
Let me verify
That's
here. Not that I'm doubting you. I'm just trying to remember the name of the super myself.
No. Yeah. Go ahead. Freely tell me if I'm wrong. I think it is called Excalibur though.
Pretty sure it is.
Oh, boot round start classic. Yeah.
All right. Push him to the corner here.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, doesn't set up the save jump properly, but so gets hit by Holy Lighter, but that's okay. Oh, gets hit by Demon Flip. The sadness.
That's the name of the super.
Double execution. Okay, yeah.
Noble, like a noble knight.
Yeah.
Head gets blown up by the PXT. Pushed back here, blocks the JU, uses the 5U as the ender there. EX Boot beats out the EX Ball once more. Alright, charging that 5U there, lets the swing grip though. Both players trying to. Oh, there's that Boot that gets blocked, but then able to follow up with the button afterwards. Sweep into the EXDP.
Yep.
The follow-up button.
Yeah, I feel like this is such a. This really is just a context of whose buttons come out first. Just because of how strong their neutral, like the neutral control that Gran and Charlotta have on each other really is just kind of unmatched in terms of like setting up each other's kind of like offensive dervish. Just because Charlotta has the sword slashes for plus frame, has the X ladder, has the ball just to force them way in. On top of Gran having Boot, not to mention Gran's just strong fireball pressure. It really is just kind of hard to contest both characters at their right spacing.
Well, it's a thing too where if Gran can control the ground game and how Charlotta has to approach, can try. Chunko has the option to try to shut out a lot of the chaos of how Charlotta wants to play, but unfortunately just fell right into the startup of Noble Sword there. Loses about 40% of the health bar there. However,
I think it was closer to 50%.
quite a bit. Regardless, no matter what the number is, that hurt.
That was on counter hit too.
Oh,
That was the crazy part. It was on counter hit. Yeah.
So getting close to chip range here. Throw or overhead will do it for either side. We're gonna see both players trying to find one of
Yeah,
the
this is actually disastrous. Oh, 5U. Yeah, like Zintai just knew they had to approach at that situation, or they would just be put in a situation where the fireball would come out. They would be forced to jump it straight into the unblockable piece. So they had to approach and start something, and unfortunately just got hit from the 5U, where Chunko just properly predicted that they would just come. Oh wow.
Yeah, it's also a situation too where, like, what are you gonna do? Try to use your demon flip to get in to get that last little bit of damage, but then you're just gonna eat TP. Yeah, it's just really rough in general.
It's true. It's one of those things where realistically, Zintai just kind of had to guess correctly what the opponent was going to do at that very moment to get that last bit of damage to maybe steal the round back. But yeah, it was one of those things. But as we showed, Zintai's in a pretty comfortable position with Chunko just not in a good life.
Yeah, right now
No
Zintai.
life.
Zin's got the life lead now, so Zin is able to has the option to try to press in, but doesn't have to play as risky as you might otherwise think, since the life lead is in hand. Blocks the EX boot there, able
Yeah.
to check with the QL afterwards, and gets a 2U afterwards as well.
Aw, Blanca Ball. Such a good Blanca Ball on the whiff punish as well. Excellent stuff.
She rolling through.
She be
All right.
rolling.
All right, we got Halloween Charlotta sitting on match point here. Let's go. My pumpkin queen. I don't want to say that one again. That one came
The
out weird.
pumpkin queen.
Came out weird.
I respect it. I respect it.
All right, catches the
I mean,
JL.
it's to match the holidays.
Yeah, that's true.
What?
All right, in the corner now, the 2U gets blocked.
Yeah,
Get
look
the-
at Zintai with just that incredible stagger pressure, not letting Chunko get anything started.
Not able to get the juggle after the wall bounce off of it.
Oh my god, that was crazy. Oh,
Close.
boot. It's
Chip
just,
range
no,
here.
holy ladder. You see, sometimes you gotta pray for that holy ladder to work. Because when you have a pressure monster like her, you're just gonna get hit by holy ladder at some point because you just want to get out and you're just like, please, let me play.
Now it worked out there. Holy Ladder was able to come out, close out the game, and Zin advances, and Chunko is removed from the bracket. Hopefully tries to enter again next week, or next 2 weeks from now, rather, because this is a bi-weekly tournament series. All the players here are competing for a point score. So even if the players here are not coming out on top, they do still get points. Octavius, do the points go all the way up to top 8, or is it only at a certain, is it top 4 only get points?
How it is actually.
Sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the
Oh
spot
no,
there.
no,
I
it's fine. It's fine. First, yeah, it goes all the way to like 9th, I guess you can say.
9th.
First place gets 100, second 70 points, third place gets 45, fourth gets 25. The both players in 5th place get 10, and then the 4 and 7th place get 5, and then the 8 and 9th get 1. So that's just how it goes.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah, and so the
Makes
players here are competing to get points for this tournament series here, and whoever has the most points at the end gets access to that big old prize pool. So even though they were not able to, even though they've been banished from the bracket at this point, and they still have something for their troubles and can try to enter future tournaments for SkyFarer's Conflict and see if they can work towards that large prize. All right, so next up is going to be winners finals. We're going to have Teiga versus OkSkemey, and this is going to be a first to 3.
Yep. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting just because Lance versus Narmaya is 2 offensive based characters really kind of like setting up for their staggers in their situations. So it's gonna be a lot of like kind of like slow play, forcing themselves in, or with Lance likely waiting for the right opportunity to set up EX fireballs, and then Narmaya kind of either taking it or trying to find ways to avoid it, which I think is very difficult with Narmaya, outside of maybe Moon Slash in here.
I'm not quite sure how it's going to work out. I mean, I have trouble fighting Lance even with the character that I play, so trying to fight Lance with the characters I don't play, ugh, I'm hesitant to say. But
That makes sense. Yeah.
Narmaya does have a lot of options though, and I gotta imagine though that I think it's gonna be an uphill battle for OkSkemey here, but see how it pans out. And
It's
remember
definitely
this
just an uphill battle just because of the breadth of tools that Lance has access to, and the ways that they can make someone hesitate is just so powerful.
All right. Pushed into the corner here. Teiga already has a strong advantage and situation. Well, the advantage by virtue of situation. Health advantage, didn't have it at the time. Does have it now, though. Sitting at about 60% life is OkSkemey, and Teiga able to take his time and pressure in only as much as he needs to. Oh, wow, okay. OkSkemey here, equalizing that life lead. Able to catch off the wall dive? That was so delayed, I thought that there might have been an attempt at the anti-air there. Although, of course, Lance can do the U in the air, so might not have wanted.
Oh my god, that wall dive. One of those new season changes where it's just such a powerful inclusion. Nice DP.
Yeah.
That was an incredibly nice DP.
Uses it early in the set, though, so now that thought is in Teiga's head, which is both a good and bad thing, because that means that you probably don't have that as a surprise card in your deck later on, but at least it plays.
Oh no, the disaster. Oh my god.
Yeah, unfortunate use of the
tried.
SS there, and I think that's from a player mentality standpoint, I think that was a little bit of a risky play after using the DP to get out of the fireball pressure earlier. Because
I think that was a misconfirmed. They were trying to use 2M because they did 2M, which is a lot of hits done, and they may have just assumed that it hit, and they just did the buffer anyways. And it was just one of those things where it's just like you went out for it. But look at that damage.
Nice.
Even health now.
Yes,
yeah, the buffer.
Uses the SBA early. I like it. Just get that damage. Because since her combos can do so much damage, since she has so many tools to extend them, since she has different stances, using the SBA early will still give her access to routes that can kill. If she was going to survive, but she's not, though, I don't think. So that's a point.
Teiga bringing it all back, just saying, no, you do not get this chance to live. Yeah, just very strong.
All right, Teiga takes game 1. We got, and of course, I know I said this a couple times, this is going to be first to 3 here since we are in winners finals. Yo, Moon Tracer in the street.
So that's a big thing too. OkSkemey has the chance to just completely adapt. Wow, that was actually hilarious.
Wow, just walk up throw after that Moon Slash there?
I would do it. Seems powerful.
All right, Narmaya just strutting back and forth here at that mid-range. There's the thrust in there, but of course spaced properly so as not to really be all that punishable. There's a sweep to get the knockdown. Checks with 2L afterwards. Uses those Rekkas to get in.
Yep.
Oh, checks with a 2L after the Rekka. That looks so cool.
Man.
With the spot and then her doing the pass-through special. That was sick.
Oh, yeah. One thing I like actually about OkSkemey is that they are really utilizing or like trying to make sure that they space out their cooldowns between each of their stances. Trying to make sure that by the time they switch over to the other stance, they actually have those cooldowns prepared so that, you know, they have all their options ready with Narmaya.
Yeah. Something else I'm liking here from OkSkemey too in this round at least is, oh no, that's so unfortunate. I was going to say I like
They'll live.
Yeah,
they'll
but
definitely live.
Such low health though. This is
yeah, it's gonna suck. And then you have to guess between Rekka.
Yeah,
because like they're such close to chip range too. It's like and now like it's
nice.
like oh
Setsuna
yeah,
to
but this is so rough. Yeah, Teiga just immediately disengaging, realizing there's no point in fighting a battle where you've already won.
Yeah, and we saw OkSkemey there try to use the pass-through special to get through the projectile. Didn't quite work out with the positioning and time-wise, though. Gets the knockdown off of this.
Yeah.
Out earlier is that OkSkemey seemed pretty content earlier to get the life feed and then take things a little bit slower and force Lance to try to make an approach. But as we saw, once Lance was able to get one touch, was able to snowball that pressure into repeated cycles of pressure and just make it too hard and too much for OkSkemey to deal with. OkSkemey back in the corner now. It's that EX Moon Slash, able to take pressure afterwards. Checks with those low buttons. Wow, really good use of rotating through the stances there to get the optimal situations out of those different buttons. Oh my goodness, I know that OkSkemey blocked.
I'm not gonna lie, I did not know which side that was on at first, And I just can be thankful that the guard button exists.
Yeah,
Like, that was still horrifying.
Oh, catches with the
Oh, but that
turnaround.
didn't matter.
Teiga takes game
Oh.
2.
Yeah. Like, he's just so down. Like, OkSkemey is playing very, very solid. It's just Teiga is just winning off these small interactions. Like,
And it's-
from
yeah.
the just small cross-ups to just, like, getting these bigger conversions. And then, like, OkSkemey is just not able to break Teiga's defenses. I feel like also the thing that Narmea does struggle from is despite her options and her ability to stagger, she doesn't actually have a lot of meaningful ways to threaten the damage until she's, like, at a very specific, unless she's conditioned you so thoroughly. So I think Teiga is just not as, or is like, taking his time, because he's way more willing to block Narmaya.
One of the things here too is that Teiga is turning these touches and running with their momentum, whereas it seems like OkSkemey is having to sacrifice to less strong Oki options after a knockdown is scored, and it's not able to keep up with the momentum quite as much as what Teiga's able to do. So Teiga's like able to turn a single touch into whether it's a knockdown or whether it's a standing reset or whether it's a standing not a reset, but finding a way to loop the pressure, whereas OkSkemey is having to concede some of that pressure at certain points, and it's making it...
Oh, that was such a good reaction to the jump. That was just an incredible reaction to the jump, but just the wall cling, again, being such a great tool for Lance to just avoid that anti-air. Also, I apologize.
Thrust follow-up? So sick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Both buttons?
I think one thing also is that both players seem to understand how to, like, make the opponent scared of their character's offense. Look at that mash out.
Oh, tries to jump and get a button afterwards, but then
Actually, wait,
that's so unfortunate. This isn't gonna quite kill though, but this is gonna be like thrower overhead range, so this is pretty scary for OkSkemey to deal with.
Yep.
And of course too, like
Oh, that's death! That's death!
Let's go!
That's nice. Actually, wait, is that death? No, it's death! OkSkemey. Yeah, OkSkemey takes it. Nice.
Nice.
Oh, that's OkSkemey's on the board now. Nice.
Oh yeah, we get that SSBA win screen as well.
Pretty cool win screen, gotta say.
All right. Okay, so that's what 2-1. Teiga's advantage, but OkSkemey is on the board. Wow, I am shocked at the range of those buttons able to confirm into that sequence there. Like, it wasn't a ton of damage, but it carried to the corner, so just still a lot of power, or a lot of potency out of that situation. Catches with the Rekkas here, pushes in. EX Fireball out on the floor.
Makes sense.
Goes in below once more.
Man, I love how both of these players just know at the right time to throw out just a delayed button to throw off the pressure sequence completely from each other. Like, they are very much just able to read on them. Look at that, calling out the fake cross-up against the Lance and getting it. Like, damn, this is just such clean reads on it with the conversion to, oh my god.
I'm so sad that didn't work out for OkSkemey in that round, because calling out that JU with the close normal was so sick, even though it ended up going very poorly.
Yeah, it just shows how good OkSkemey has, like, the offense in the Abare, but just, like, Teiga is just barely able to clinch it out with just such clean conversions. Like, damn, it's such good sets between both of them. And you can, in like, even if it doesn't seem like, you know, OkSkemey maybe dominating or like is as close as it might seem, these have been such great sets from players. Like,
force into the corner.
Nice.
Force in the corner. Oh, nice. Catches at the slide.
Oh my god.
Wow, we're just going back and forth all over the place. There's the anti-air. Not able to convert the anti-air there.
No. I'm not gonna lie. I would have run the hit there. I would have gotten hit by the DP. I thought that OkSkemey would actually hold it there for a little bit. But Teiga just... Oh, man.
Here the Rekka goes in. EX Fireball's out on the floor. What's it going to be? We haven't seen any standing overheads.
Oh my god.
Oh,
when you get hit, when you get from EX crossover, you know you're in each other's heads. You just know you're in each other's heads at that point.
Wow, okay, so OkSkemey here, living on a prayer, only has a little bit of health left, and this chip damage is going to... Chip is absolutely a factor.
Oh, no. Call out on the...
A spot dodge to then call it out with the thrust.
Oh my god, that was
this person.
that was incredible. That was so good.
Showing off why he is sponsored by Brutal Democracy. What play? So Teiga advancing to grand finals. OkSkemey is
That was wild.
sent to losers finals, where they will fight the winner of our remaining lower bracket players, which is going to be we got a couple. We have MadBestKiller, who fights Senpai Spyder as well.
Teiga's saying that they have no issue sitting on life fleet. Yes, it's very clear. You're willing to completely disengage, and that's good because.
Yo, yeah, 100%. Play that way. Take your time.
Hey, I would do that with Guile. When I play Street Fighter 5, I'm just like, you know what? I have the life lead. I can throw Sonic Booms full screen for days. Let's do that.
Oh yeah, I mean, why do you think I play Matera?
Yeah, I respect it.
I got 5 8. I got 2 different fireballs I can use on 2 separate cooldowns. Let's go.
I got the Sagat Fireball. I'm kind of nice. I love Sagat Fireball. Truth be told, I love that Fireball so much.
I mean, at this point, Teiga, I've just had to embrace the fact that I have to suffer with playing Matera. I like the character. Suffering is just now part and parcel of the Matera.
It's okay. It's okay. As a Bubs player, I understand what true suffering feels like.
All right. Looks like next up we're gonna have Mix Up versus MadBestKiller. So let's get into that one. Both players are here. Both players are getting down to it. Let's roll.
Teiga, as also a Sora's player, I know the double problems that this comes with. So trust me, the pain is very mutual between us.
All right, so we got Luane versus Kag, and I think we saw this matchup a little bit. Did we see these two play earlier in bracket?
Yeah, we did with Zintai. Zintai played with them, and we didn't get to see much from this matchup because Luane just kind of ran his train, and then it feels bad, man, for everybody.
Gotcha. Okay. And so
are we gonna do the full intros?
Get the intros rocking here? Oh nope.
No, sad.
That's all right. We ain't got time for this. It's already late. People got things to do. Let's get these matches
I understand.
underway here. Charging up to 5U. We got
getting the level 3 projectile already. That's actually kind of crazy.
5 on that. All right, so this is potentially a big combo here. Or this opens up the door for a big combo. There's the lock stun front. Follows up afterwards. Gets 2L. Oh, nice.
Oh my god. I did not know that interaction.
That was so sick.
I did not know that far M into Tatsu actually had a big enough gap that it would trigger the animation of the auto parry, but it would actually force him into a vulnerable state during the auto parry. So that just might mean staggers against Luane with Kog are just incredibly strong, just to set up. Just being that like his only defensive option is just kind of like not very good against like bigger buttons and like ranges.
I have him to hold this corner pressure now. Push in. Oh, protects with the 2M. Places the trap there, but the trap goes away from the sweep. You can hit those traps out with any low buttons or any buttons that place a hitbox over. It takes them a second to activate, so yeah.
Yep.
All right, has a nice advantage here. We might see Yiggy come out. Oh, nope, just a button into super.
Just mash. Mash. Cog Super is great just because it has so many hits, it's so easy to confirm, and it's just an incredibly powerful tool. And mostly it comes down to the fact that Cog's buffer windows on her buttons and her specials are just so outrageous. Like, you have so much time to just set up, like, a confirm from far H, from far M, from 2M, even from, like, just far L. It's just an incredibly easy situation for Cog to just kind of, like, be like, okay, did it hit? Oh, yo, we in there. Time to super.
Yeah. And this is back down to first to 2 for these characters getting underway here. Or, sorry, yeah, we're back down to first to 2 because we are into the lower half of the bracket. We're not in the finals anymore. Thank you for all that information. Sorry. Follow with the flow of the match. Gets that teleport there. Checks with the 2M. That 2M has such a big range. I feel like it's got to have an extended hurt box, but I do not.
Oh my god, I love that stagger from Bane. Be like, okay, far L, super. Sorry, not far L. Close H, super delayed far A, close H afterwards. You will get counter hit and die.
Ziggy.
Okay.
Okay, so I haven't seen how Kag plays against Ziggy yet, but I got to imagine that.
The teleport is actually too slow. It's not as good as Bub's teleport, but it's pretty good at stopping those situations. See, it's too slow that Yes, it's actually more precise. So that's the issue with Yig versus Kag, is it's actually too slow. Unlike it's like the recovery is okay, but the actual startup makes it very difficult to use properly. And because it's like you need it all the time when you use it, it's actually quite difficult to use effectively against Yig.
Gotcha.
Whereas with Bubs, you just kind of mash the 5U button and you're like, man, I'm kind of nice at this game.
Gotcha. All right, well, here she comes again. All right.
Still, this isn't too bad just because she does have that option to teleport around the projectiles, but it's just very difficult.
Yeah, and I imagine, too, it gives her just a chance to stay up off the floor. Ooh, close
Ooh,
up.
that...
Gets the...
Oh, no!
There, but it went into the EX instead. Oh, either way, though, MadBestKiller takes it over Mix-Up and advances through the bracket.
Yep. Oh man, I love the fact that her win post can change between like the short little gremlin and like the cutesy little girl. It's just so funny to me. I don't know, I find that so amusing. Oh my god, that was actually fast. I for some reason thought they had one more game.
Yeah, no, that was back down to first to 2, so we're no longer in the final situation. But also, it was pretty fast.
Okay, yeah. That was. I literally didn't even notice. I was just like, oh, there's a lot of like interesting back and forth, but at the end of the day, it just kind of Cog able to set up her game plan. It's like, man, oh, and then it just ended. It's like, oh, well, that was fast. I guess she played with her food long enough that she's just like, man, I want to get out of here.
All right, so we'll see who we have coming up next in the match here. We have Senpai Spyder versus, that'll be Zin. So Senpai Spyder, who was sent to the lower half of the bracket from Teiga earlier. So that'll be, if the players are going to be playing the same character still, that'll be Matera versus Charlotta.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Zintai played like 3 different characters this set. But yeah, like we saw them most predominantly for their Charlotta against Emu.
Yeah, so... Wait, sorry, we saw who else before Emu? I'm sorry.
So, again, Zintai played Charlotta against Emu, but against Mix-Up, Zintai played Belial and Cog at the very start of the tournament.
Oh, I thought... Yes, sorry. I thought Zintai played somebody else earlier, but yeah, I got it. I see what you're saying. I got my matches mixed up.
Yeah. No. I'm just saying, like, at the beginning of the tournament. So, like, technically they can play, like, Belial or, like, Cog if they're feeling it. It's most likely Charlotta.
We can see who knows who come out of the woodwork. But, okay, so Matera versus Charlotta. We got classic Zoner versus In Your Face. Charlotta wants to get her Maul on. Matera's got to hold that. So let's see how it plays out here.
I just like to think of this as the Honda versus Sagat matchup, although with much worse recovery from Sagat.
I mean, if she had a real DP, sure. I cry.
That's true, but it's just like you just kind of get in with Charlotte, just like, I guess I'll die.
All right, here we go. Use that EX arrow off the bat. Interesting choice there. I think just to get some frame advantage and keep control of the situation.
Yep.
Using the up arrow.
Yeah, just I really love how Spyder just instantly starting off, just being like, nope, I'm not allowing Charlotta to get in, not allowing them to just set up that situation. And I think that's smart, just using the far H and using just like the normals that Matera's known for, just to like keep that pace, because you know Senpai's got to know, just like if they get in once, it's just kind of over. You have to hold it.
Oh
yeah.
After the EX slashes, so it's giving Senpai Spyder a chance to play here.
Yeah, I was about to say. I was going to be like, Senpai Spyder is going to use far L to Bari out of the pressure, and then just as I said that, he did that, and then, Zintai read that and just jumped in.
Yeah, I went to the empty low. We talked about it earlier. Very strong, the empty low.
The most powerful of the mix-ups in any fighting game is to do absolutely nothing and then do a low. For some reason, this is incredibly powerful. Oh, that was nice. That was actually a great butterfly set, but does not get the conversion. Actually, wait, gets the pressure though. That's
able to get the on those delayed butterfly conversions. Nice. Gets the not able to get the new hop loop in there. It's or not. You can't even loop the hop really outside of a few situations. But yeah, not able to get the H after.
That was a good attempt at least.
Oh yeah, for sure. How are they gonna take all this muscle memory and then pull it away from us? Uses the.
It's okay. Wait, it's okay. It's okay. The Bubs players have succeeded. Therefore, it was a worthy sacrifice.
Oh, okay. Understood. It goes into noble execution here.
Yep.
Not gonna kill.
Actually,
A
how much
lot of
damage
though.
does this do? I'm actually curious. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I was not. I'm still surprised by the damage that Serlata can do.
The ladder is able to bring it in here. Thrower overhead range. This is very scary for Matera. Matera has to be careful here.
Oh, projectile invincible move at the right ranges to make just to make Senpai Spyder win. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, well, sorry, I'm just catching here. That was another time where Senpai Spyder tried to do butterfly in a situation where the opponent had a rapidly advancing special. That same thing happened earlier versus Teiga, and that was how they lost around to Teiga there. So I'm like wondering if that butterfly is intentional, or if that's like a habit from fighting players who don't have the reaction for it, or what? Because the up arrow was available, so like maybe the up arrow shot was the intention to use there and not the butterfly, and just had a bad input, but I'm not totally sure, because like otherwise, like I know that Senpai Spyder clearly is a player worth their salt, so I don't know why they would use the butterfly unless it was something I'm
It's probably one of those things where he hasn't been punished enough by a player to properly get that condition out of him. And the thing is, if you set butterfly at that range, you can just turn like a horrible situation into something completely favorable for Matera, because Matera has surprisingly really strong like staggers with the multiple hitting 5H, close H, sorry.
Yeah.
And then you set up your EX arrows. So I think it's just like Senpai Spyder is just really wanting to commit to like forcing bad situations for the opponent when they're approaching Matera. So probably that was just, it's kind of a habit where they're thinking, okay, if they're not immediately going to force a situation, I might as well put butterfly on the screen to maybe make my decision better, maybe make my position worse, so that. Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, we're talking about bad situations though. It's looking kind of rough for Senpai Spyder right here.
Yeah, right now it's pretty bad, but they are away. They're away from the gremlin herself.
Trying to back off here. Ooh,
nice.
Juggle off the
Ooh,
shot
the damage.
there at the end.
Yeah, like
It still
nice.
Has, so not completely out of it. Uses the mid-screen SSBA.
This is actually a really good position right now. Like you get the Oki from the SSBA, you get the you get the situation. She like honestly 2 throws is all you need, and if this is safe, doesn't get the punish, but she just that's all Senpai Spyder needs is the power. Oh my god, that's death!
Come back! That was so sick. Yo,
yeah.
Really sick there. So using the staggered explosions to then go for the empty hop and get the low afterwards. Really nice stuff.
Oh my god. Yeah, Spyder, like, man, that was such a clean, like, situation from Spyder that they set up. Just like, getting, and I think that's a powerful thing about, like, how strong supers are. They're not necessarily a comeback mechanic, but just if you store that super and use it at the right time, it can really make that life take that life difference that you might need into a really comfortable position and, like, get that comeback in.
I was very, very happy to see it. Always excited to see some good Matera play. Spacing out with that 5H there. Key component over tools that they nerfed, makes me sad. Jumping back.
Yeah, so I think one thing I've noticed also with like Spyder that they're doing more is they're aggressively jumping towards Matera more as Matera's advancing. Like I think like Senpai's getting a read on the patterns, because Charlotta is not like staying at the right ranges to anti-air, so Spyder's just able to jump clean over. Like see right there. They were not ready to anti-air, and that's going to be such a lot of damage set up. And it's just like,
yeah, because now you don't have any reversal option if she gets back in. Then again, your health is so low that you're dead from one combo anyway, so maybe just to catch it out for the damage, I suppose. All right, blocks.
I think it just is that situation. See, look at that, just barely at the right range to hop and bait out the DP. That was so good. And I think that's like one reason why I think Matera is like so strong still, despite the multiple nerfs she's gotten over the patches, is that she just has that extra hop, that extra ability to force out that situation and just kind of bait you into a bad situation. For the low again.
And escape situation as well. And then on top of that, I think I mentioned this earlier, just the fact that we're in less of a now you explode meta, since they've tuned down a lot of the damage potential that a lot of characters have. I think she's...
Hey, I'm just saying, when I grand booted people, I felt powerful. Don't let them...
Hey.
Why did they have to take that away?
I'm just saying, in the current circumstance, well, Senpai Spyder with a perfect, nicely done there. I'm just saying, Senpai Spyder, Terra, because you explode less easily, that low health pool doesn't hurt you quite as much. It still sucks for a lot of the time because, you know, you still have a lot of things that she has to hold compared to other characters. But she is able to thrive a bit more and die a little less fast. Oh, nice! Catches the upshot in the corner.
Oh my god, wait, that overhead was safe? To the DP, that was actually wild. I'm not gonna lie, I was not expecting that interaction.
It happened that way as well, but, you know, we take those. Goes into the SBA here.
I will say, I think what I like about the patch note changes, like there's a lot of negativity surrounding the patch notes, but I think there's actually a really interesting discussion to be had about the good it actually brought to the game. You know, minus Belial, but you know, Belial's a separate issue. Like a lot of.
He ain't won an Arc Revo yet. He can't be that busted. All right, both players.
I mean, there were four Belial players in Arc Revo. Oh my god, that was godlike.
Yeah, and that makes it. That's the game. Senpai Spyder able to stay alive.
Yeah.
In this lower half
and
bracket.
then they will be facing off against. Dang, who would they be facing off against?
MadBestKiller. Sorry.
Yeah, MadBestKiller. That's what I was thinking.
So we're gonna have Matera versus Cagliostro, assuming, and then from that we'll have OkSkemey. I jumped around in the bracket there. My deepest apologies, MadBestKiller. I did not mean to forget your place in the bracket.
Yep. But yeah, I mean, I do think, like, in that sense, I like how a lot of characters that, like, a big problem of the last patch was that if you didn't have a DP, you were just not able to comfortably, like, get out of, like, really messed up situations. And that characters who didn't have it were just kind of in the basically inherently worse position than other characters, just because you couldn't get your game plan started as consistently, and just having that bust out option meant that other characters had to respect you. So you saw a lot of kind of similar characters like Catalina, Gran, Lancelot, Percival, all kind of coming in and kind of like dominating it. So we had like a lot of like similar kind of gameplays playing out. And I think like this patch really brings out a lot more uniqueness to like characters like Cog, you know, because she just came out, or like Zoe or Matera, and other plays like that. I think that's something that really should be brought up with the changes that occurred.
Yeah, well, you know, we're getting into it now. We got, you know, honestly though, I feel like you had a couple of different characters who had different play styles in the first season because you.
Oh no, I'm not saying that they didn't have different play styles. I'm just saying like a lot of the best characters, or like the meta was a lot of characters with like strong reversals. If you didn't have a strong reversal, you just kind of weren't very good, unless you were Ladiva. But then if you played Ladiva, you just vortexed your opponent and they just ended up dead after like 3 seconds.
All right, well, let's get into this match here, and where we got Matera, played by Senpai Spyder, versus Cagliostro, played by MadBestKiller. Let's get down to it. Two very different type
I feel like
of
the matchup would be very similar to Fairy, but like you might be given more opportunities to set up trap. But I feel like there's never a point where like Matera would ever voluntarily want to go against the traps. Like why would she ever move forward against Cagliostro, you know?
Well, so one of the things here too is that the teleport mix-up as well. While that's good, Matera is actually one of the characters who I think with her, well, not that teleport mix-up. I meant the jumping teleport mix-up. I think that Matera's anti-air might actually work out pretty well against that, just since the angle of it is the very steep angle. I might be able to catch.
Yeah, like on each, like right there, like literally right there is perfect. And it's one. I think she also has like the ability to like play at ranges where the teleport is just not desirable. As I say that, she literally gets hit, but you know what I mean.
All right, pushing the corner here. Matera's having to hold that. Spaces out with the 5L afterwards. That forced low.
Mash up 5H. I like it.
Goes into the SBA. Is Cagliostro
Again
in our character range in this game, or is that just Matera and Fairy?
I think it's Matera and Fairy. I'm pretty sure that Cagliostro has a moderate or average health pool, but I'm not 100% certain on this. I don't think me.
Right.
It does seem like that super didn't do nearly as much damage as it did to Fairy, but as it would do to Fairy. But
up that fight.
Look at that
What?
plus.
Just-
Look at this plus.
I think.
Wait, is that
that
gonna
there
hit?
was-
Oh
It is.
no!
I think the thing with that 5U hitting there was that they may have been able to, because it ramped up in how fast it traveled, so that might have just been a little bit of unfamiliarity there. I certainly wasn't aware that it was going to ramp up.
I was not aware either. But then again, far M air hit actually is like has actually a pretty honestly has a pretty generous hit stun duration.
Ooh, the arrow just barely misses the teleport. Catches with a 5L afterwards, gets a little bit of damage on there, trying to just poke away at that health pool. Teleport gets out and away.
Yep.
Press into the corner here. With that 5H. Ooh, gets wall bounced. There's 2H for the juggle. And
Oh my god!
damage! Well, that super
That damage
is really good.
It's pretty good. I knew you could do a lot of stuff. In fact, if you have a trap set and they haven't sprung it, and you do that super, you can combo directly off of the super.
I like the intention to go for the SSBA there, but that 5U starts up. That,
Ooh,
it's really
that was nice. That was actually a very nice version.
Alright, gonna use the
Man,
fly there to
God, I think that's one thing I really like in frame traps is... Oh, sorry, go on.
Oh no, I was just saying that.
Oh.
It's new M from Cagliostro is able to close out the round, just like that.
Yeah.
I love how she snaps her finger when she says that M out. That looks so slick.
Yeah. Like the thing I like about one thing I like about Matera a lot is that she has that plus frame overhead that she sets up from her butterflies, and I think that's such a unique and strong pressure tool because it just means you have to hold it for so much longer against Matera than other characters. Like other characters do an overhead and then you know you have your turn back. Against Matera, she can do these like pressure series and these pressure strings, and in the middle of it just do, you know, like a fairly reasonably slow overhead, but it's just that added stagger pressure that makes it so difficult and it just gets so antsy.
Yeah, no, I was just sorry, I was underscoring to what you were saying there. I was just telling the. Yeah, you're right though. She has so much time to follow up pressure off of the butterfly strings, and can loop that pressure as well. So even though it's not necessarily the most terrifying offense, it is still the repeated pressure of it.
Yeah, and I think one other thing is, you know, despite, you know, us oftentimes I mention like how nerfed Matera is, like we look at all of the stuff that she still has going for, like she might not be she might not have a lot of the same degeneracy that she once had at the launch of the game, but a lot of like her character and the strength of her character is still really present and so I still say that.
I love that attempt at the air arrow there off of the JL. That was an interesting idea. It didn't quite work out though.
Yeah, like
we haven't been we haven't been seeing much use of the air arrow because Matera does have a new trajectory on her.
Yeah, I've heard not a lot of great things about it.
Okay,
but
we just haven't seen it at all. I was just kind of observing. Oh, is
yeah. Oh my god, the punish! But that didn't kill.
Butterfly? Oh, I'm tilted. I am tilted.
Oh my god! No, that was so close. 2D. Oh my god, this is so scary.
In
Oh
here.
my
It's the
god!
overhead to him afterwards.
It's so wild. Oh my god.
I am shocked that the butterfly explosion didn't interrupt that super from Cag. So that means that either the dragons interrupted it, like the dragons somehow had a hit sphere that ate the butterfly.
No, it
explosion.
hit her. So what happened was it hit her, but the active frames of the dragon kicked in beforehand, and so it didn't cancel the actual super animation.
That's what I'm saying though. Like, so it actually counts as like a full like hit grab animation in terms of like.
Oh yes,
once
yes,
the
yes,
animation
yes, it is.
just goes. So I was just surprised.
Yeah, because I've definitely seen situations where it's been hit out of the startup, but I wonder at what point does it become a hit grab?
Mm-hmm. And goes
Because I've seen Narmaya actually go for like the 236, or not the 236, the 2149 moon slash. Oh, Bubs, okay.
No, well, Belial, but yeah.
Yeah, Belial. Wait a second. The villain, the joyous villain, the villain of Granblue, the arch nemesis of tournament play.
And yeah, they to see folks calling out in chat, they nerfed the Meteora's hop, so it button.
Yeah, they made it way easier to anti-air.
It also ruins her jump conversion, so she cannot do the jump loops that she used to be able to do, which is a little bit of a sad.
I'm not gonna lie, I actually missed. That's like the one change I really, but also it's kind of cheap that she had that.
Oh no way! She has an air blockable anti-air button. That's totally that is a completely fair trade-off in my eyes. But regardless,
Okay, that's fair, true. Yeah.
gotta hold this Belial pressure right here though. Oh no, never mind. Got that empty hop into the low. Oh, trying to backing up here and just using the wall of the butterflies.
2D. Oh my god, bro, this is where we Metera players would say, man, my jump and pretty nice button.
That's pretty good. All right, backing away here, trying to fish out and space out with that standing 5M as well. Ooh, nice use. Double taps the 5L to push away and then goes for the hop follow.
I feel one thing we're seeing also is just how good, like we are literally seeing how ridiculously strong Far H is at just chasing down the opponent. Like you just saw, like MadBestKiller. Sorry, MadBestKiller. My bad. MadBestKiller just chased down Metera's hop and retreats only with 5H as a button, and I think that's so powerful.
Oh,
like just having. Oh, sorry.
Oh, just agreeing, it's ludicrously strong. Ooh, got that.
Yep. That's another thing that Belial also has that a lot of characters don't, is that he can actually chase down backtechs really efficiently with his grab, giving him such insane Oki potential. Oh, man.
Gonna be close enough to close it on out, and that's a round.
Man, guys, I'm not, like, did you see me just go over your anti-air? God, I'm so nice at this video game.
Sitting at a round apiece, one game apiece. So this is last round, last game. Loser goes home, catches with the sweep. There's the butterfly. Oh, tries to, doesn't quite have the range to push back into the butterfly explosion. Having to play at the mid screen.
Yeah.
Fireball. Oh my god, I hate that. That EX Fireball was able to be confirmed off of the 5/8 there. Please.
Man, it's like that. Man, that EX Fireball seems good or something.
I know, right?
But yeah. I will say one thing that actually makes Metera have like an actually good zoning war against Belial is the fact that her Far H is actually, or that her fireballs are actually 2 hits. So Belial can't just sit there and be like, man, I'm gonna throw my fireball at max range and just kind of be totally content with that.
Well, that's only on the EX fireballs there. Her regular fireballs are still only 1 hit. Oh, caught with the scoop. Come on now, MadBestKiller.
Very scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right
oh no! Ooh, the sadness. Nice.
And that does it. Senpai Spyder vanished from the bracket.
Wait, I thought that was Was that? Wait, did he? Was it actually 3? I thought it was only 2-1, and like my best player. No, okay.
That was 1. Losers finals is coming up next.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry, I just missed it. Oh, right. He won 1 with Cog. For some reason, I thought this was first to 3, and he had a sec. He was like Metera was 2 up. Wait, what? Wait, what?
What? This is that was a.
Oh, right. This is losers finals. For some reason, my brain didn't properly process that Senpai Spyder lost. I understand. Don't worry.
All right. So getting down into it here, we got OkSkemey versus MBK, MadBestKiller, representing Team GSS. This will be first to 3. OkSkemey was sent here after fighting Teiga, so whoever wins this one has the honor and delight of fighting Teiga.
Man, I too would also like my ass beaten by a great player.
I mean, it's what we play for, right?
It's true. Right. We play to be the best.
All right, checking with those.
Oh my god.
With the fireball, gets the juggle off of it. The pretty stuff goes into SBA.
Can we talk a moment for how much meter Belial just gained? He literally lost no health and had enough to like SSBA, literally not SSBA, sorry, SBA that round. I want to point out how much meter this character actually gains. It's actually kind of wild.
Yeah, and that was at like what, 25 seconds into the round?
He literally 25 seconds into the round. Like that's wild.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Flush into the SBA.
Yeah. Nice.
Not gonna close it out just yet.
Nice.
Fireball's pushing away. Tries to use the EX Setsuna to stuff at the fireball, but the fireball didn't get used there. But I like the attempt and I like the idea.
Yep, get the X run going.
It's just like trying to.
Yeah, I just realized. Yeah, they were just. Yeah, that was rough for OkSkemey. They were just in a really bad spot with Belial setting up that chip situation. They had to get out, and it was so rough because MadBestKiller was just at the perfect range where DP would whiff completely if Narmaya even attempted it. So just super rough situation there.
So low right now already for.
Oh no! And as I say that, I just said that.
MadBestKiller takes game 1.
Yeah, like, literally just in the right optimal ranges to get that crouch and crouching light and make the DP whiff. Just so powerful how Belial can set up his staggers at just the right point. It's actually kind of wild. Oh no!
Counter DP gets called out by the secondary, or the pinwheel, and then it kept spinning in the active frame for long enough to stuff the DP. That sucks. Catches the throw.
Well, actually, Narmaya held it. That was the problem. That was like the armored reversal. So it's just like, oh, no, the disaster.
Shut in the corner here by MBK. They just back dash away.
Oh,
uses the hand.
No.
He afterwards hold up this pressure.
MadBestKiller is literally just like he's just freestyling pressure.
So trying to check on in there. Oh, gets caught by the EX slash push.
Oh, nice. Oh, actually, this is gonna do a lot of damage.
So let's go.
This won't kill. Wait, actually, this might kill. It's. Oh no, just barely.
Very close. Thrower overhead range though. Tries to go for the throw. Gets the tech out.
Actually, what's scary about this situation is if
Nice.
I was gonna say like if they had to block one hit, what would end up happening was they would just take the chip. So that was actually kind of like a checkmate situation.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Gets the jump in button there. Follows up by converting off of the low button. Ooh, gets DP to off for their troubles.
You know, some of us might be laughing that MadBestKiller attempted to anti-air with far H, but you'd be surprised how godlike of a button that move is as an anti-air.
Right? Oh, no. Oh, wow, weird. Just goes to
the move
right
is, that move might, be good at everything, but it's pretty good at everything, I gotta say.
Oh, doesn't get the animation off the SBA there. Must have been just too far out of range.
Yeah, you have to be actually near point-blank range for that to actually hit you, which is a little bit unfortunate.
It's the chip, though, afterwards. It's so hard to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, you have to, like, raw DP there. You just have to make a guess, and it's just not a guessing situation. That's what I think. Yeah, sorry.
I was just going to say, it's one of those things where you get put into a forced block dodge or reversal, and it's just really hard to have to choose.
I think it's also just because Belial's pressure is so overwhelming. Because he really does have those staggers that you just like, if you do DP at the wrong time, you die. But if you don't DP, you just kind of die. So it's just so awesome.
Coming back around. Look at that.
Yeah, that was pretty good. You know what? Yeah, as I was saying that, like, literally Belial just died. So, clearly I'm wrong.
All right, we got 1-1.
Paulu is in chat. So because Paulu is in the chat, it's clear that Narmaya is getting that low-tier energy to fight back against the top tiers. Because of that, we have to cheer for the low tier that is Narmaya.
All right. Well, hey, I mean, everyone's kind of, well, regardless of who we're cheering for here, we're watching her Narmaya having to hold these fireballs.
Oh, that was actually godlike command throw.
Really nice,
oh, no.
BK,
Doesn't get the punish, though.
There you take a game off of me. Tries to run up on there, gets checked with a low
It's
button.
okay, he's got the damage. It's not a perfect anymore. Oh, no.
Oh, not able to convert off of the H afterwards, unfortunately.
Oh, that's a lot of damage, though. No animation, but that's a lot of damage. Oh, but it's literally in chip range. That's the problem. There we go. Finally calls it out. No!
So that it was an interesting... That was almost looking really good there when OkSkemey pushed in after, even though there was a loss of frame advantage. Obviously, there was the DP after that situation, but knew that the chip situation was what MBK wanted, and so tried to call it out there by preemptively DPing as the button came out to try to lock down for the...
Yeah, I think MBK also just kind of put them into a checkmate situation because it's like, what is Narmaya going to do? To beat that situation, they would have to, like, jump back and do, like, a delayed fireball. Oh, God, I love this animation. Oh, that's so sick. The man shoots you with the lasers, man. Oh my god, Belial, please.
All right, 2-1 MBK. OkSkemey against the ropes here.
Yeah,
Damn, why
it's
Belial
unfortunate
shades
because-
so nice. I hate it.
Yo, no, you must respect my husband, because you see, my husband needs the best shades to look stylish as he owns you.
Oh, what, you think I was mad about him looking that nice?
No.
I mean, I'm
Like,
angry
you
about
say,
it.
how dare you? And I'm just like, no, we don't get to say how dare you about my husband. My husband deserves all the nicest things.
Oh no, I say how dare you
Both-
about this when I see stuff that I appreciate is what I'll say. So,
Ah,
yes.
okay. I get
Alright.
it.
Gonna get pushed around here.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay, I don't care what anyone says. You're gonna see that jump D, and you have to guess which side is. Unless you hold that guard button and just forcibly take the pressure from Belial. That's so jank. Oh god.
You could use a Setsuna there. I was a little close to be using it, but gets.
Yeah, I said husband. Paula, what you on? I said husband.
All right, running in here. Oh, check the flash, but then gets stuffed by the low normal afterwards. Running on in
But
here.
yeah.
Pinwheel pressure.
Yeah,
You-
finally checks out the pressure. Oh no.
And it's less of a sharing Palu and more of a plays nice with others, I would imagine, with Belial.
There we go.
Anyways, checking with that low button, EX Setsuna, back dashing away, getting out of that. Ooh, then dashes forward and gets shot by the fireball.
I think one thing we should also mention that MadBestKiller is now on on actually match points. So like OkSkemey, if I said that right correctly, is in a really rough spot. But that's death.
OkSkemey's taking the round here. Yes,
Yip,
they
yip,
are.
yip, yip.
All right, OkSkemey takes a round. Staying alive here.
Yeah.
Able to fight back up into winners finals.
Oh my lord.
Just a simple fireball conversion. We'll follow up, holds
Yep.
down for us. Fireball lifts.
Caught him in the startup of his animation. He was indeed reacting to the jump, but just didn't get anything from it, sadly.
That was so sick there, the way that throw set up.
Yo, that second hit of far H hitting into that conversion from 2M. Damn, the hit confirms that this character has is kind of wild.
Sweet. Using that far H again. Setting up here. Gets the EX grab, gets the juggle afterwards, and going to SBA. That's going to close it out. MadBestKiller advancing up to grand finals. OkSkemey knocked out of the tournament at third place. Taking some points for the tournament series. So, you know, not a complete loss.
Oh, OkSkemey, don't worry. I feel your pain. I also say fuck my character as well. Character is mad cheap.
All right, so we got Teiga versus MadBestKiller coming up next in our grand final for SkyFarer's
Yeah, Searchlight. Far H is kind of degenerate. It's kind of a good move.
At least our Maya players have to be applying a brain though, so I can't hate it too much. Yo, we got Percival versus Cagliostro.
I'm actually so confused right now.
Not what I was expecting, but okay. Well, okay, so this is the thing here. I don't know if Teiga thought that it was going to be Cagliostro specifically, but I do know that Percival's fireball.
Percival not good against. Percival can definitely outpoke Belial at certain ranges, but I honestly say Lance is probably a better set just because you can run your train a little bit better.
You know, it could also just be that Teiga wants to get the experience with the character and have another character under their belt, so we'll see.
I mean, that is true. Teiga wants to know all the characters.
I'm really surprised that didn't set off the low trap across the ground there with that.
Yeah, you have to be like right on top of it for it to work there.
All right, pushing on in. Gets the throw.
Look at that grab.
The stock. Nice. Use the two L's. Get the conversion there.
God, can we talk about how cool this color scheme is looking with that sword?
Look at him just standing there. What are you gonna do about it?
Yep.
All right. So Teiga here. Still, you know, I haven't seen much Percival since season 2 hit.
Character's still good. Anyone who says otherwise is.
Oh no, character's still very strong. Character got toned down, but character still has plenty of tools and is still
He still even has some of his old conversions, like the slide into 2M can still work. It's just in a much tighter link.
Well, it's also only on, I believe, right?
Yeah, but it was already on counter hit because on counter hit you already got the low hit.
Just do that if you had stocks with him in season 1.
Oh yeah. I think you can do it with stocks. I think I saw a clip where you could still do it with stocks, but it's a Target link.
I think it's. I could be wrong here, but I believe it's only on counter hit in this season. I believe like.
I'll double check it. I'll definitely.
We'll see.
Yeah.
For now though.
Oh my God.
Slightly in the
Percival
space.
throw range. Why do you making me sad?
His sword is so big and his hands are so small.
It's
Hit by the
okay. He
overhead.
has far end. Actually, is that gonna hit? No. I think MadBestKiller believed it was on counter hit, and so that's why they confirmed it. Ah, that's so sad.
Yeah, unfortunate. That or they thought that the Mehen had hit and was still going to hold in place. But either way.
I mean, the thing was like MadBestKiller definitely saw that it hit. They saw that the overhead landed, and so they buffered in the command. They just didn't know it was on counter hit because that is a combo on counter hit,
Yeah.
but not a normal hit.
Well, regardless, here we are in watching the rest of the match play out here.
Yeah.
There's a back throw. Checking with
Yeah,
the
back
buttons.
throw.
Stocks up here. Ground fireball. Ground fireball. Which
I guess it's
might-
one good thing that Percival does have in this matchup too, is that ground fireball is so good at destroying the traps.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like,
it controls the ground game, which is what he is part and parcel designed to do. Blocks the overhead.
Man.
So plus checks with the low afterwards. Doesn't get anything off of it, but didn't have stocks up. So even if
look at that
charging up
stroll. Look at that stroll. Look at Teiga. Oh my God.
Oh, I thought that was gonna work. It's been so sick.
It's not gonna hit, is it? No, it's not. It's not. It doesn't OTG. Oh, that was so smart. That would have been so smart. Doesn't OTG. The truest sadness has been felt.
I thought that was gonna go through the rocks. Ah.
No. Rocks is actually an incredibly good projectile, especially the higher levels it goes because it's so active. It will not get clipped very easily.
Hits, I believe, too.
Depends on which level. Level 2 is 2. Yeah,
At that point,
each
charged
level.
up. So
Yeah. At full charges, it has 4 hits. So you need
pretty
something
sure-
to hit.
I believe it's 5.
No, it hit.
It has 5 charges.
Is it 5? You're right. It is 5 hits. Yeah, you're right. You're actually right. It is 5 charges. That is my fault.
Yeah, it's alright. Things happen. A lot of stuff to be said here. Alright, charging up
Yeah.
that stock. Oh, gets
Yep.
caught with the
Oh, get the fancy combo. I like it. We got the combos going. But yeah, I feel like this would not be like a good matchup for Cog just because he can kind of set up stocks, and unless she hard reads it with the teleport, which he can punish into more stocks, it's just going to be an awkward situation.
Well,
like-
I mean, once... I don't know. It's working out right now. That super seems...
It's definitely working out.
I think the thing is that the
Sad
spear can call out the stocks too, because like once those get on the screen, unless he's making an active effort to clear out the trap placement, any spear can possibly lead into big damage. There's
But
that
see
calling-
right there, like it's like see, and then the punish into more stocks. Oh no, just goes for Oki. I like it.
Go for throw again.
Man,
Goes to the
man,
overhead.
I guess it's true, guys. Not Kai is also a grappler. See, he's a grappler.
All right, pressuring in here. Checks with the gun flame.
Oh my God!
Super doesn't connect.
No.
That's
It was
unfortunate.
too high. That's so sad, but it's okay. Far H into drill bit saves him.
All right, that's 2 games up for Teiga. Teiga currently sitting on tournament point. MadBestKiller rocking it with Kag the whole time through, not gonna hop off. Check
I
with
mean,
2 webs.
what about last game against OkSkemey?
I mean, well, no, I mean like this is the last. This is.
Ah, yeah.
So
Yeah.
MadBestKiller is locked into Kag for the rest of this
That-
half of the set.
Yeah.
All right.
Can we take a
basically-
moment to appreciate how good? Okay. No, tired. I say, can we take a moment to appreciate how good Cog's light confirms are? Oh, that damage. Won't kill, but it's gonna be a lot of damage. See?
That was a ton.
Yeah, I think that's 4K, like 4.2K. Like it's something crazy.
All right.
Yeah, I cared. Mad damage.
An air fireball, controlling the space there. Teleports, goes the air fireball afterwards. Blocks the overhead, gives those plus frames to Teiga. Teiga, ooh, gets clipped by the low there. MadBestKiller pushing to the corner.
Oh,
He's
no.
out.
Oh, they missed time. Yeah, like MadBestKiller just mistimed the fireball just barely for the meaty hit. It was actually too fast. If that was level 2 or level 3, the startup would have been slow enough that it would actually caught Teiga on wake up.
See, that's one of the things about this character where people are like trying to figure out and use her week 1. This is a character that's going to evolve over months because like having specific setup
for sure.
Oh, that's going to be death? That's death. Because like
That's
with
death, yeah.
different levels of having the rock and the different placements of how you can set up her traps, etc. Like you're going to have specific, oh, this is for mid-screen air trap rock level 2. Sure, and there'll be setups for stuff like that, you know, that are really specific. I have to see how that works.
Yeah, the character's definitely like very advanced. That's the thing that like makes her like.
MadBestKiller right now.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm just highlighting that this is possibly the last round of the tournament.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah.
With those buttons here.
Honestly, I want to see this go on because I enjoyed watching more CAD gameplay.
I would love to as well. But hey, Teiga may say no. I am the fun denier.
Teiga might be a busy man and just say, man, I'm a working man. Oh my god. That confirmed was godlike.
Very nice. However, it doesn't quite kill though. Not quite to throw her overhead range yet, so still has to do a little bit more work. Might be able to get a spear into a trap setup to try to close it out quickly.
I will say though, they have to respect 623. 623 is pretty powerful. Oh no.
They're quite in range though. I think there might have been able to be a spear conversion off of that anti-air. Nice spot dodge on the rock there. Ah, but the rock is not a spear.
Level 3. Got the level 3.
All right.
Yeah.
On a
nice. Oh, no. Oh, I'm not. Actually, this is horrifying. Yeah.
Wasn't a situation where could have been.
The man is not out. The man is not out. The man is ready.
MadBestKiller able to stay alive here and get on the board. Teiga. Ooh. Still in firm control of the set, though. Teiga can change to Lancelot as well in any of these remaining games.
He can change it to any character. He has absolutely no pre-obligations to Percival like MadBestKiller does.
This CAG right now, but...
Yeah. Good spot dodge from CAG.
A teleport overhead, but doesn't get anything afterwards.
That jump M, I feel like, is going to be so good in her keep away game in the air as well. Like, did you see the
yes,
we got the we got the combo. Yo, we got the safe jumps. Yo, we're actually MadBestKiller actually godlike, and actually these confirms on literally a less than 2-day old Cogalisto.
But we'll see how it works out before we declare any attempts at godlike here. We'll see how the rest of the set goes. Takes the command grab setup. Ooh, it's another command grab.
Ooh, that's it. That's it. Good game.
All right.
No, we're wrong. That's only one round.
That was just the round. All right.
Oh my god. It's so tense and so fast. I'm actually not paying. All the rounds are starting to blur together.
Yeah. gotta keep your head up. All right, big damage conversion there for about a third health. Gets the throw. Sitting at about 50% health is MadBestKiller. Teiga able to press in the offense here. Blocks that charred rock.
Oh no. Yeah, that's actually one really good thing. Is her staggers with her 2L series are incredibly strong because 2L has like no recovery on it whatsoever. You just throw that in your stagger pressures like that.
That DP there doesn't work out. Gonna get hit by the vacuum super.
Yep, this is the chance that MadBestKiller needs. Nice.
Oh, that's into SSBA there. Not gonna be quite enough damage to kill, but this is gonna be quite a bit.
Yeah, a lot of damage though. Oh,
there with the
man.
slip back here. Let's go.
Yep.
Just runs with the grab and gets the.
Oh no! That was so close.
The sweep into the EXDP. Teiga takes it. Teiga wins for the second iteration in a row. Teiga is your SkyFarer's Conflict Tournament Series winner, taking home those first place points as well as tonight's Matcherino. Very well played, Teiga.
That was very nice. Good stuff, Teiga.
Umbrella Academy. You tell him, Teiga.
Go back to Umbrella Academy.
Well, no, because Teiga's telling everybody that's what he's been watching in between sets.
Oh, okay. Oh, I forgot that was actually a series. Dang, Teiga, why you gotta remind me watch right after this?
All right, well, that is our tournament. we had Teiga coming in at first place. We had MadBestKiller in second. Following up.
I'm sorry. I love Teiga's comment. She caused human extinction. What do you mean she did nothing wrong?
All right. So we have just to round out the rest of our top 8 here. We had MadBestKiller and Mix Up. We had Senpai Spyder and Zin. Then we had Senpai Spyder as well. And of course, OkSkemey and MadBestKiller. And coming out on top was Teiga. And big thanks to our tournament Octavius for holding it down here and putting together the SkyFarer's Conflict series. Ongoing tournament happens bi-weekly, so you can register for future weeks if you want to, and try to get some of those points heading towards that big $500 prize pool. Yeah, fun tournament. I like it. Strong players.
Yeah, this was very fun. Very fun to commentate. I appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah, it was great to commentate with you. If you like me talking in your ear and you want to see more stuff from me, please feel free to give me a follow on Twitter. I think we have a commentators.
If you follow me, expect a lot of random tech retweets and random cooking posts. And yeah, that's pretty much all I do. So yeah, if you want to follow me, that's great.
Anything else from us, Octavius? Or we'll just let you take it away from here for the sign-off?
No, thank you both. You guys did a phenomenal job. Thank you both for commentating with the tournament. It was a great tournament. Congratulations, Teiga, for winning again, back-to-back, just doing what he does. I was actually happy to see Percy come back from because early on he said, he didn't feel like playing Percy anymore.
People
but
panic
I was just,
it's actually good guys.
Yeah, but I do know that Percy kind of wins that matchup against Cagliostro, so that's another thing. If you didn't notice, he was able to stop a lot of her teleports and outpoke her a lot. Just he's one of the few characters that can punish her teleport very easily. So
yeah. 5L, man.
5L.
No, close self is just outrageous. Also, his DP is so consistent at hitting her at just the top angles of the screen that's so key too. It's like, oh, if I can actually react to the side you're on, I just DP you on reaction, and then I get the OK.
Teiga, I was wondering if that was why you picked up, that was why you picked Percival, because you thought that was going to be Belial instead, but, worked out.
Why is, I'm actually curious, Teiga, if you can elaborate a little bit. Can you tell me why you thought Percival is good against Belial? Is it just the range situation and the fireballs just helping you contest the normal ranges that Belial wants to play at with far H?
Well, we'll see if Teiga can respond here. Although,
if
you are up with me, I do think I need to hit the road. I got some food that's been getting cold that I need to get to.
Yes.
So
enjoy your food.
And enjoy your food.
Okay,
Thank you again, Swell, for coming through. I really appreciate it. And have a good night and drive safe.
All right. Catch y'all later. And yeah, hopefully I can be back for a future tournament series. Adios.
Thank you. See ya.
That's cool, Teiga. I was just curious. Thank you for at least me. But I would definitely watch that. Anyway, sorry, Octavius. I'll let you take it from here.
No, you're good. All right, thank you. I want to give a shout out to Swells and Lancelot one more time. Thank you both for commentating for me tonight. And before we get out of here, I want to give another shout out to our G Fuel sponsors. With that being said, G Fuel as the official drink of esports, and right now they are inviting you to take a trip down memory lane with their new G Fuel bubble gum. It is their newest mind-blowing concoction made with zero sugar and packed with antioxidants and vitamins. Be transported back in time with this classic taste of childhood while getting the energy and focus you've come to expect from G Fuel products. Check out their sponsor quest on our event page for more info on how to get your hands on a G Fuel's nostalgic take on a time-tested favorite. And you can also find our event page via the Matcherino as well as the Smash GG. So if you guys want to just add another free 50 cents to that Matcherino, please do so now. If it would behoove you to. Let me do the link for you. And also, Teiga, can you make sure to join the Matcherino so you can receive your payout, sir? And with that being said, that'll do it for tonight's event. Thank you all for coming through. I appreciate you all. And before I go, I want to give a shout out to my man's Ace Effects. It's his birthday today, so I want to tell him happy birthday. I'm not sure if he's still in the chat, but thank you, sir. You've been a great friend to me for the past year and a half, and I just want to tell you good happy birthday, man. Hope you have a good night.
That's
Anyways.
heartwarming, man. Nice.
Yeah.
Send these positive vibes people away. I respect it.
All good, man. All good. All right. With that being said, I'm gonna drop you guys off to Wednesday Night Fights. I believe that is going on over there on Maverick FGC's channel, and some more Grand Blue action coming for you guys. So if you want to see more Grand Blue, this is, I believe, an exhibition to my knowledge. But yeah. Drop you guys off to see some more Grand Blue action. Let me start this raid, and we're gonna head over there.
Ooh.
Introducing the world's first all-electric super truck.
Everything good?
Yep. Stream is ending now.